Good morning, and welcome to another day of broadcasting here on the DutchMaz family of networks. We are broadcasted from the top of the steeplechase parachute jump at the allowable power of 1.21 gigawatts by the authority of YouTube and by the Federal Communications Commission. DutchMaz is owned by DutchMaz, incorporated and operated by the DutchMaz YouTube family of stations division of the DutchMaz live stream and video network. The programs broadcast on this channel are for the public without charge, unless super chatted, and may not be rebroadcast, recorded, or otherwise used without the prior written permission of DutchMaz. This is the seal of good practice. It identifies DutchMaz as a subscriber to the television code of the National Association of Broadcasters. Welcome, and enjoy our broadcast day.
Live from the west end of Coney Island, this is a special edition of Now in New York City Live. Is your T-Mobile service working? Let's complain about it together as a community. Welcome on in, everybody. A special 2.5-hour episode of the show. We will get to some stories, local stories here in New York City, but first we'll talk about the T-Mobile outage. And first, replay viewers, let's see who's tuning on in. Perfectly Candid is the first one in the room, and Indians Exposed Investigations, welcome. Natasha B., good to see you. And Jay Strolls, welcome on in. This is a special emergency broadcast. Good to see you. Sweet Cheetah, first one over there on Twitch, welcome on in. And Lewis Murphy, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you, Sally Skipico, welcome. And Dave Jeffries at Niagara Falls, welcome on in. Good to see you, Ronnie C., welcome. And good to see you, Jenna, welcome. Good to see you, Dylan, welcome. And good to see you, Jay Strolls down there in San Antonio. And Rudy the Nice Guy, welcome. Good Donna, welcome on in. And Ali G, good to see you. Dash Donovan, let's do this. And Doug Teeny, yes, we're in with a special report. Do you know where your phone is? That's a great question there. Good to see you, DeBailey, out there in London. And Sweet Serenity here on YouTube, welcome on in. Carol 813, welcome. And Alfred Hinkle, good to see you. Creative Love Beauty, welcome on in. And good to see you, Christopher Dotson. You got a beef with T-Mobile? We'll talk about it. We will talk about it, Christopher. You are not the only one with T-Mobile issues, and I hope they give you guys a credit. If we prove anything, Christopher Dotson, if we prove anything, is that you, as a consumer, deserve a credit. Welcome on in, everybody. Is your refrigerator running? It's running out the back door, people. But good to see everybody. Let's get to that breaking news. This is why we're on at 8:30 on this Monday night. It ended up being a kind of a not the best day to go to the beach, so I ended up not going to the beach. I had a nice, quiet, boring. Well, it wasn't boring. It was a nice, quiet day at home. But let's go to the national map here. Here's the updated map here. You got an outage out there in California. Your mom lives in the same house and has the same service. You deserve a service credit there, JJQ. Good to see you. Lizzie Hatch, good to see you. Nobody has T-Mobile service. You have no internet, so I come in tonight. Yes, so I'll come in and out tonight, Golden Girl. All right, Golden Girl. Do you have T-Mobile service? Do you have T-Mobile service? Here is my T-Mobile phone. And we're going to test this right now. I do have my T-Mobile phone helps me start and stop the stream. This starts and stops my my cloud server. So when I start the broadcast, I start and end the stream with this phone right here, and it has hearts because this is the Duchess's old phone. But I liked it. I'm sorry, my love. I love this case. But yeah, don't hear of any issues in Massachusetts. We're looking here on the national map here. Massachusetts looks like to be one of the more unaffected states. But New York seems to be having a lot of outages. Chicago, Springfield, Illinois, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Look at Los Angeles here. Big chunk of Florida as well. You have MetroNet? Wow, I've never heard of MetroNet. You see the map now? Yes, indeed. You have Metro piece of shit? Awesome. I'm sorry. In my mind, ever since somebody said that, Metro PCS for me is Metro piece of shit. Anyway, this is a Simple Mobile line, but Simple Mobile runs on T-Mobile. T-Mobile's working up in Albany. That's great news. T-Mobile is malfunctioning, or is functioning in Idaho. That's good news. Fawn Marie, good to suck with AT&T. I'm sorry, Fawn Marie. I got rid of my AT&T service. Your mom, perfectly, your mom has it, but you don't. You're still waiting. You have Sally has Boost Mobile. That's a hybrid AT&T T-Mobile network. Time to break out the BlackBerry. Let's go, Jenna. Verizon always works. Verizon uses the first responders frequencies, if you didn't know that, guys. But was Verizon out 24 hours before? Yeah, we did a live stream about it, Sweet Serenity. Oh, I have no service. Oh, I have no service on this phone. I have no service on my T-Mobile phone, everybody. So we have no service. At least I don't. But we do have. I think it's. Well, we'll read the Reuters story first, and we are going to be keeping up with Twitter as we do the show. Good to see you there. What the hell's going on? Do you have T-Mobile? If you don't have any problems with T-Mobile, that is good to know. Where's your flip phone? Right? Time to break out the Sidekick. Reuters is reporting that thousands of T-Mobile customers in the United States were down here. The wireless carrier's outage began around 4 o'clock Eastern Time, with more than 62,000 incidents reported nationwide at its peak before the number fell to about 21,200 about 2 hours ago. The actual number of affected users may differ to what's shown on the down detector, which tracks the outages by collecting status reports there. T-Mobile said in a statement to Reuters that they are actively working on the outage and technical challenges impacting some customers, but they did not provide a reason for the outage. Users on social media are being stuck in SOS mode, and they have flagged the services for being down across multiple states, including Arizona, California, Georgia, Utah, and I think here in New York as well. Checking the no, we don't want that. But this is the down detector list here, and let's see if they have any more updates here. So users on X are still having problems. The status gator, I never heard of that before, but anyway. Oh, and this guy here is trying to get me to watch a story I don't care about. And there you go. T-Mobile says it's dealing with it. They're fixing it. There's the official tweets. Our teams are actively working on reports of technical challenges impacting some of our customers. Any service impacts are in the process of being resolved and are our highest priority. We know how critical it is to stay connected, and every available resource is focused on resolving this as quickly as possible. You have no idea what the hell SOS is? It's Save Our Souls. That's Morse code, but that's SOS. Save Our Souls. That's what SOS means. Shout out to Verizon 5G. The same old shit. That's right, people. The same old shit. Rebel Radio News Time is 37 minutes past the hour. We're keeping up with the T-Mobile breaking news here until the top of the hour. Then at the top of the hour, we'll do traffic, weather, news, and more in our special 2.5-hour episode. Good to see everybody, people. Right now, for this first half hour of the show, we are talking about the T-Mobile outage. You like that, Creative Love? Good to see you. Morse code, anyone? By the way, anytime I get a text, that's my vibration thing. That's why I'm so crazy. I'm constantly hearing "Save Our Souls." But this T-Mobile outage is so bad that even Notify NYC tweeted about it not that long ago at 7:36 Eastern Time, about an hour ago. So it's affecting the outages, but do not hesitate to call 911. I can't call 911 because my T-Mobile's out. Emergency calls will always still go through your phone. Remember that. So there is a spectrum of the FM band that, regardless of your cell phone service, it's like a radio. It is a radio station. So this is a radio station here. Remember that, guys. Your phone is a radio station. But 911 calls will go out regardless if you have a cell phone, a data outage or a cell phone outage. So please remember that. Unless if you really have to resort to smoke signals. I recommend, let's bring that back. Let's bring it back. Good to see you, John. You saw a sunset on the Weather Channel. Do we have a sunset? Let's see if we got a sunset camera here. Hold on. I'll bring up a sunset. We go to the Statue of Liberty camera here. And we'll see if we could mash this one. Mash it up there. Mash it up. Let's see. Do we have? Is it that channel? It's channel 1. There we go. Live view of the Spectrum is best hand. Spectrum is on the Verizon network. Great minds think alike. Good to see you. Yeah, save our ship. And save our cell phone service. There you go, Frank. So if you need to call the cops, go on your roof, send smoke signals. Guaranteed you don't need to use up any of your data for that. But good to see a great mind stick alike, grateful rising indeed. Lopez, good to see you. Hope you're feeling better. Carrier pigeon is definitely alive and well here in New York City. Everybody who owns pigeon coops still do have good service. Good to see you, Lisa UK girl. Welcome. You thought SOS would automatically call it. I mean, kind of. Yes, SOS is not an anagram. SOS. It's not save our souls. Turn on your Wi-Fi, people, if you have Wi-Fi. So T-Mobile kept overcharging you guys monthly, so he said, "Fuck you." I don't blame you. Good to see you, Brandy. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody, people. You have T-Mobile. You're so over them. Yeah. Listen, T-Mobile is better than AT&T. So I learned that last month. So do you have an outage? Let us know. Are you down? We got a haircut on Friday. Saturday. We got a haircut on Saturday. I get a haircut once a month. So if you watch the channel long enough, once a month we'll do the what's it called? The ceremony of losing the hair. But you assigned the phrases "save our souls" to the ship and originally didn't mean anything, just recognizable. Interesting. Carrier pigeons are never low on bars. They may be low on corn and wheat and oats. That's why your call kept on hanging up. You turned off and on the phone. Then it started, so you had to reboot your phone. Yes, when service comes back for T-Mobile, make sure you reboot your phone, guys. Good to see you there, Sapukan. Welcome. You're more than welcome, Lopez. I'm happy you're feeling better there. It's time for the old-fashioned, wired phone. Recognizable as distress signal doesn't stand for words. Okay, so it's SOS, everybody. So just it's SOS, it's SOS. We're bringing back rotary phones, people. Oh, we're not eating cookies. We're not eating cookies anyway. And look, everywhere's playing the ads now. So let's go to the weather radar. They were just getting ready for the movie at Bryant Park, and literally the whole lawn was filled with people. Let's see what it looks like now. Good to see you, TK Porsche. Welcome on in. Hope all is well. Always look better. Always have better cell phone reception, and I look better after I have a haircut. I agree, TK. Is it working, Brandy? That's good. That lawn was completely filled just 30 minutes ago. Gonna bring back walkie-talkies. Who had the Nextels? Remember the Nextels? Did that cookie look beautiful? The commercial worked. The commercial worked. Can they give me 8 cents? Give me 8 cents, whatever company that was. Good to see you there, Pat. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody, people. Do you have T-Mobile service? Let us know. We are talking about the T-Mobile outage right now. Looking fresh as always, Network Intel on Twitch. Well, people wasn't playing about their free movie night. No, I mean, it was literally filled, and now they're all gone. But no weather forecast at Bryant Park. I mean, it's raining. I mean, it is raining in the area, so it is raining in the area. But there you go. It looks like it's still possibly raining. I guess they're not having the movie at all now. I don't think they lost all their T-Mobile service. But maybe they have just canceled the movie outright. It was raining supposedly at a really good clip not that long ago. Let's see if we get that radar up here. There we go. There's the radar. We got some showers moving through Queens right now. Let's update it. Yeah, Queens got a very light shower out my window right now. But at least UK girl, were you watching that video there? Can't believe how it changed. No one there so soon. Well, I mean, there's lots of places for people to go, like the Subway and various stores, or the Whole Foods. Is it Whole Foods across the street? Yeah. I prefer my movies dry, not shaken. Yes. Still out there, JJQ? All right, keep reporting. Let us know. And where are you watching, JJQ? Where are you watching? If you're new to the broadcast, let us know where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. I am here in New York City where it's not daytime. It's raining there in Queens. There we go. Confirmation of rain in Queens. There it is. The greatest city in the world right there. You have YouTube Plus or whatever it is. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Fawn Marie, every minute you watch, I get a few pennies from that. So the longer you watch, I get more pennies from you. But good to see you, Calvin. Calvin, you have no service issues. Are you on T-Mobile? That's good if you have no service issues. When Frank Marcia worked in law enforcement, we used to say that the bad guys couldn't run on Motorola. There you go. Okay. JJQ is in Southern California, where a lot of the outage is. Let me bring up that outage map again. Let's see if we have any updates on the outage map. And again, this is the down detector is only. It's like an approximation. There we go. Hold on. Stand by 1 second. We're getting the proper map here. There we go. All right. So there we go. So yeah, it seems like Southern California is the most affected by the outage here. So Sweet Serenity's in the greater Southwest down there in Arizona or New Mexico. Good to see you, B-Band 109. So, Calvin, I'm happy that you got cell phone service there and you do not have any issues. Good to see you, Robert. Welcome on. And this heat's a piece of cake. It's dry heat. That's the difference. The humidity came back on here in New York recently today. Good to see everybody, people. The heat is on, people. The heat is on. Yo, who's you're watching on Twitch? Good to see you. We'll do a Twitch roll call. JJQ, you deserve a credit. So if there's anything that comes out of this, is that you guys deserve a credit. Let's see, did anything get updated here in Mashable? We're following Mashable, by the way. They only have about 12 million ads on their website here, so they should be happy that we're using them as a service today. But as of 6:43, that was the last update. Was the Twitter post here, and let's see some of these comments here. Let's read the comments here, people. Good to see you, Pia Lorena. Buenos noches, Chile. Thank you for at least acknowledging the issue at this time. John Leon says that it's getting worse. My cousin lives an hour away, has lost service hours ago. A lot of people have been reporting this as early as 2 in the afternoon, evidently. That's Eastern time. Now I've lost mine. Thanks for raising your prices, though. On the top of poor network service, I have no service. Shaking my head. Prissy Lisa says. Hubert Burns says, y'all ass better hurry up and fix this shit. I agree. Bernie, real deal, and I like the spelling of that deal there, says, being missed. Technology is the greatest blessing and greatest curse. And I'll interject, of our generation. Royu Thunder says, $5 increase coming soon, then another $5 before the end of the year. Thanks, T-Mobile. Good to see you, Cliff Padilla. Welcome on in. One day you'll make it out to New York there, JJ. One day you'll make it out of here. You'll make it up here too. We ain't going anywhere. Sarah C, good to see you. This incident should inspire T-Mobile to get meshalistic. I agree. Good so far in South Jersey. Jimmy Z, New Jersey. Good to see you. Happy. Dutch nails the southern accent because I've been there a lot of times. These people are angry. You know, they have no phone. They can't scroll. I can't doom scroll. This is not a new shirt. We wore this shirt on the show before. But Bernie Real Deal says, you and Grubhub screwed me out of what... You and Grubhub screwed me out of what could amount to a monthly payment to your pathetic company. Communicate with these ignorant delivery apps so that we don't have to control of a carrier outage. Delivery apps all penalizing drivers tonight on accepting their words there. So Right? They're quick to take the payment, but not solve the problem. That's a damn good answer right there. 10,000 internet points to JJQ. I like that comment there. Y'all quick to take the payment, but not fix the fucking problem. I agree. Good to see you there, Autumn Alluring. Welcome on in. Bernie's having a very bad day. He can't scroll. Cleo says that this has been going on for hours. It has to come to the point that I don't even have SOS service. DT deep down says refund. Says refund. Tells ya. Algo says it's okay. It's okay. I haven't had any outage with T-Mobile in 13 years, but you should work on your service for sure. That's a very understanding voice there. Jay Summers says it's important enough to buy T-Mobile, but not deliver a T-Mobile phone to me. Okay, did you get your phone delivered, Let? Lexi said that and my shit be acting up yesterday too. Y'all better fix it. I agree. Peggy Sue says that she just switched back to Boost Mobile and has been trying to send an equipment router to the store, but she can't return it or to call. So they're saying nice, and they canceled your account, can't verify it, despite giving me my PIN, name, address, all that. So they're making it impossible. T-Mobile. Gotta help out Peggy Sue there. Good to see everybody, people. Right, you remember? Exactly. Remember, folks, the best is yet to come with all this tech bullshit. You know, where is everyone going to be when the revolution comes, huh? We have to get... This is predictive programming for the revolution. And we have no updates. But yes, there's the T-Mobile outage map. Jenna, I'm telling you, carrier pigeon's been around since the First World War, so... My damn router's out! My damn router's out! Anyway. Up in space, right? Yeah. Yeah, Bernie's space. Cricket works flawlessly over 20 years now. Cruises for a blues, and good to see you. Still looking down there, great minds. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Who else is dealing with T-Mobile issues tonight? Let us know where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. When the revolution comes, you'll be right here. That's Dash Donovan. Correct answer from Dash Donovan. When the revolution comes, he'll be right here watching it. I will not be under my bed because I don't have to be under my bed. A Metro piece of shit was affected by this too. I'm sorry to hear that, Cliff. Metro PCS is on T-Mobile, but I think they may have a hybrid network as well. So. I'm glad you enjoyed last night's walking tour down from Midtown to downtown. It was a lot of fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed our little mini tour of the World Trade Center. I went into full tour guide mode there for about, 40 minutes. So, y'all ready to go back to your parents? Used to connect to people, paper cup. That's right. Break out the paper cups and string. You know what works really good? Fishing line. If you have fishing line and a couple of Dixie cups, you're good to go. Might as well be 4G LTE service. You can't stream YouTube on it, but you know. Good to see everybody. It's not daytime here in New York. It's nighttime. Come on, turn tonight, please. There we go. There's our Empire State Building camera. But do you have... evidently, if I keep the map on, more people watch. So we're just going to keep the map on. Might as well, right? But yeah, we have come on with breaking news. British Grey, good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, British Grey just is getting back from Pennsylvania, only 2 hours away from home in New York. Awesome, safe travels. I know this never happened back in the day because we had analog shit, you know. Your service, Cliff Badia's service was affected by the outage, and he thought his phone was acting up. Well, you know, yeah, this has been this was brought to my attention when Notify NYC posted this. I'm like, really? If Notify NYC is posting this, you know it's bad. Your paper cup would break so fast, the string pop right. Gotta get the plastic Dixie cups. You thought your phone wasn't working? Glad you don't have to buy a new phone. Don't buy a new phone, people. Don't get that crazy where you're just gonna get a new phone. Can't call nobody. Guess I need a new phone. People. There it is. Slow down. Don't need a new phone. Let's just let this pass. Sometimes, you know what's good? Because you can watch me, if you're watching me, that means you have the internet. Maybe do a quick internet search. Check downdetector.com. They're a great resource whenever this stuff happens. So just updated your phone. Oh my God. Yeah, if you can, try to stay on iOS 18. Don't go up to that 22 shit. That's no good. Anyway. Let's see here. Dutch, the date on that door in the subway station is your birthday, September 13th. That was something else to see. Awesome. Oh, you're talking about the door. Yeah, you're talking about that door there. Your dad had a CB radio, Jennifer? Nice. CB radios, they work good. Work for Verizon, so it's nice. And I'm happy, Jay. I can see all the happy Verizon workers right now. Ain't us. We're off the hook, guys. It ain't us. Lord help me, DSL landline comes over. I know. See, that's the thing. People in the mountains. People in the mountains. This is why we have cable television. Cable television was originally putting the antenna, the TV antenna, on top of a mountain, so you could get the TV stations down in the valley or at the coast or whatever, and then bring them into the mountains. It was in Pennsylvania, I think, cable television first started. Harv Lee III, welcome on in. You was going to head over to Metro piece of shit and give them your piece of your mind? I mean, going to the store really doesn't do anything in an outage. But they're just going to say that, But did I know that you had a Metro 5? No, I did not. The old trains, they refuse to replace. I'm sorry to hear that, Pia. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Verizon is great, but they nickel and dime you, and AT&T is the worst. I agree. We're going to re-rack the show here in 4 minutes. We're going to do a quick traffic, transit, and more updates. We'll talk more about we'll see if there's any updates with the T-Mobile outage. And we do have some stories. And of course, 10 o'clock is our 10 o'clock show, so stay tuned. But see what happens when everyone went for the cheaper option. They went to got dollar store service. Exactly. You got dollar store service, people. I'm sorry. You got dollar store service. I bought my phone at Sears. Your phone went down too. Any refunds? Jay, good to see you. That's what we're hoping for, Jay. We're hoping that during the show, we'll be on until 11 o'clock Eastern time. If we do have any kind of update on any kind of refunds, I will report to it as soon as possible. And if you guys hear it before me, if I'm yapping about something else, please let me know in the chat and we'll go right to it. But good to see you, Neville. Welcome on in up there in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He's sad to hear of T-Mobile's nationwide outage, but he's also glad that he doesn't have a cell phone. Thanks for letting us know that you don't have a cell phone. Track phones are coming back after all this outages, and people are going to start buying Starlink, but don't buy it because it's evil. Evil! Evil! Where's Hecubus? Huh? Where's Hecubus in the pit of infinite darkness? When we need them. Anyway, I'm going to go to Sears and buy me a fresh track phone. There's one open somewhere in Massachusetts. It has lots of boxes inside and it smells old. No, T-Mobile is not Starlink. T-Mobile, I can assure you that T-Mobile is not Starlink. It is not. But good to see you buy the book. Welcome on in. T-Mobile has its own thing, but let's see if we have any more wacky updates here on Twitter. We need 10 free... That's right, Joe. I agree with what Joe says right here in the comments. We need a free 10-piece wings and all flats from Wingstop, Maine. I agree with that one, Joe. They should give you a free day of service and a coupon for a free 10-piece wing. Okay, that's what we need. Because Consumer Cellular is AT&T. Consumer Cellular is AT&T. Good to see you, RJ, up there in Colorado. Please be careful with the old capital letters. What happened? There's a T-Mobile outage across the country right now. As described in the very clickbaity thumbnail, which evidently, by how many people are watching, is clearly working. But at the top of the hour, we're gonna re-rack the show here, and we are gonna we'll get to a quick news update here for the New York City area, and also weather for across the country. We do have some crazy weather tomorrow. Unfortunately, tomorrow I'm not going to be able to live stream too much because I am getting my phone fixed. And another phone news, I'm getting my main streaming phone fixed. So hopefully we'll be able to do the 10 o'clock show Eastern time tomorrow. But Ronnie C is primarily in Colorado, but has traveled all over the country and several foreign countries there. It's a phone detox, people. Did you hear the young kids are starting to buy iPods now? It's a beautiful thing. Alright, aren't you lucky you got Verizon? Shit. Rebel Radio News Time is now 59 minutes past the hour. It's the final minute of the 8 o'clock hour. I want to welcome everyone into the show. Also, still don't have a fully reloaded phone, so you can turn it off, Airplane mode, yep. But still nothing, yep. Now, airplane mode does something. I forget what airplane mode does. It does something weird where it changes the frequency. I forget what it exactly does. But anyway, we're going to re-rack this show here. We're on until our regular time, 11 o'clock. So it's a special 2.5 hour show today, focusing on the T-Mobile outage. Yeah, what is old is new again. Alexander Graham Bell will be so proud. Alexander Graham Bell will be so proud. Let's see here. Let's get back. We're gonna do a traffic trends and weather update here in a moment here, because guess what? It's the top of the hour. Live from the west end of Coney Island. Time for our first full hour of Now in New York City Live. Will the city go completely mad? Or at least the T-Mobile users, will they go completely mad here in the city of New York? Right? Huh? Stay tuned and find out. It is 9 o'clock, people. It is 9 o'clock and it's the top of the hour. We're going to do a quick traffic and transit update brought to us by BabiesOvernight.com. BabiesOvernight.com, your new bundle of joy. In a box, overnight, guaranteed. BabiesOvernight.com bringing you this traffic, transit, and more updates for the 27th of July, 2026. At this 9 o'clock hour, looks like we have some traffic here eastbound on the LIE, approaching Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. We have a crash on the Grand Central here at 44th Avenue. 3 of the 4 left lanes are blocked. That was updated 1/2 hour ago. Clearly making a lot of traffic up here in the Grand Central coming off by LaGuardia there southbound. And then another crash on Interstate 678 at Northern Boulevard. It's affecting 1 of 5 lanes. That was updated as well a half hour ago. But the damage is done southbound here in the Cross Island Parkway there into the Whitestone. Slow ride there through College Point into Flushing. But the BQE looks great. The Queensboro Bridge, the Queens Midtown Tunnel, nice quiet ride, as well as the Williamsburg, Manhattan, and Brooklyn bridges all look great. Outbound delays on the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, that is most likely due to construction. Light traffic here along the Triple Cantilever here as 3 lanes go to 2 lanes. The Gowanus, it's a quiet ride here. No flooding on the Belt Parkway all the way around. We have some construction here in the Spaghetti Interchange at the Verrazano Bridge there, but the Staten Island Expressway and the West Shore Expressway, it's a quiet ride. A lot of construction here along the, what is it called there? New Jersey Turnpike as well, approaching Newark Airport. The east side and the west side all look good. Just mild southbound delays here into through Alphabet City there on the FDR Drive. But again, east side, west side all looking good going all the way up. Minor rubbernecking delays here. Minor volume delays at 96th Street here, as well as going into the Harlem River Drive. Heading on up into the Henry Hudson here. Still quiet ride here. And do we have 2 incidents? Yeah. We just have delays on the George Washington Bridge here, but they don't seem to be popping up on the map. And there's some kind of truck restriction on the GWB as well. Minor delays on the Trans-Manhattan Expressway heading into the Cross Bronx Expressway. Mild delays going east and westbound. We have a crash on the Cross Bronx Expressway at the Bronx River. On the Bronx River Parkway actually. Approach exit 4. 1 of the 3 right lanes is blocked. That was updated 10 minutes ago. So the traffic is not appearing on the map just yet. Maybe a little delay there because there's no T-Mobile service. Everything else is a nice quiet ride there. We're continuing on to our potato cameras. And the potato camera certainly looks fantastic. courtesy of the Department of Transportation. We're looking south at West Houston Street here on West Street. And as you can see, the streets are a little wet there because it rained about an hour ago. We have delays on the 6-7 trains. 6 trains are running with delays in both directions while we request NYPD assistance for somebody being a fucking asshole at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall there. This was updated about an hour and 15 minutes ago. On the 7 train, we have delays. Hudson Yards bound. Trains are running with delays while they had to remove a train with a door service problem there. A door problem at 103rd Street, Corona Plaza. And we have delays on the F train. Coney Island bound F trains are running with delays after they investigate a person being disruptive, completely batshit crazy at the Kings Highway station. So a lot of people being crazy. That was updated 90 minutes ago as well. Planned parts suspended on the 5 train. Everything else running on or close to schedule. We have delays and cancellations on the Babylon branch. The 747 train from Penn Station to Babylon is being canceled this evening due to signal trouble in one of the Penn Station station tubes. So trains are running about 10-15 minutes late. Their customers can take the 759 train out. So hopefully that train is running. We also have some delays on the Oyster Bay branch. The 808 train from Jamaica to Oyster Bay is operating about 10 to 15 minutes late due to a signal problem at Penn Station. Planned parts suspended on the Pascack Valley line here. The Pascack Valley rail service is suspended in both directions due to a downed tree on the tracks there near the Westwood station. This was updated about a half hour ago. Waterbury line has some planned bus services there due to some construction and some stuff going on up there. We have some delays on the Danbury line. Everything else running on or close to schedule. MTA.info, your friend for all things transit. Checking out our webcams, and our friends at Sibbo's bring us to Brighton Beach, where the water is 73 degrees with an ebb tide. A couple of people out there enjoying a nice humid night. 77 degrees on the Coney Island Boardwalk. This show is not brought to us by Granger, by the way. Stream Time Live, bringing us the view here of New York Harbor here as we sweep out from Red Hook here at the Waterfront Museum here. Look at that Statue of Liberty. Isn't she looking great? Let's zoom in on her, shall we? There she is, the Statue of Liberty, brought to us by EarthCam. And this is EarthCam's YouTube channel. She's enjoying the weather, enjoying the humid temperatures as well. It's summertime. We don't have a movie tonight. Go home, people. Bryant Park NYC YouTube channel, bringing us the empty view of Bryant Park. That when I was setting up the stream, that a plot of grass was completely packed full of people. Now it has cleared out and nobody's out there, and everything is all quiet as the rain has. The rain didn't last very long, but it was pretty strong there. But they're clearing people out of Bryant Park. St. George Tower YouTube channel bringing us to Brooklyn Heights. And we got a beautiful view there of One World Trade Center and the Brooklyn Bridge. A beautiful night there on the East River. And finally, we head out to Wallabout Bay here at the Brooklyn Navy Yard here. And looking out towards the downtown Brooklyn skyline, you can see those clouds moving away from right to left. And checking out the national map here, we have a lot of flood watches here and a lot of flood warnings here in the New York tri-state area. We are getting ready for a lot of rain tomorrow. And Chicago area had 2 tornado warnings today, which was kind of crazy. And there's also a special beach hazard statement for Wednesday morning. Very strong storms here in Indiana and Ohio here. And just for shits and giggles, special weather statements here, strong thunderstorms, severe thunderstorm watches and warnings, with all the extreme heat warnings and heat advisories. So it's incredibly hot over a big chunk of the country here. More heat advisories here through Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, heading on into New Mexico, Kansas, what's that there? Nebraska. Yeah, it's freaking hot out there. Denver, Colorado, dealing with bad air quality alerts. And then a big chunk of the country here. So Oregon, Washington, Montana, into Wyoming, they got the bad air quality alerts due to some forest fires up there. And as well as some red flag warnings for good luck out there. So we have a lot of dry weather, but where we do have the weather, it is very strong storms. Southern California as well has a lot of heat advisories and extreme heat warnings because it's nice and hot outside. But kind of strong pockets of storms here in Arizona here, and some more flood watches here in the western part of New Mexico. Along the west coast here, we have a small craft advisory, and I believe Gale is hanging out tonight. Yep, Gale is hanging out over there in the Los Angeles area, heading on up towards Fresno Way there. Well, that area. Anyway. Bad weather we're looking at right now is affecting northern and eastern lower peninsulas of Michigan. Very strong storms are bubbling up right now, and so keep an eye on that. So lots of excessive rainfall. If you're having rainfall, yeah, it's a lot of it. We're just going to reboot the Weather Prediction Center. And yeah, so these are what we're dealing with here. So northern and eastern lower peninsula of Michigan, be on the lookout for these storms for the next 3 hours. As well as Colorado, you're dealing with some storms as well for the next couple of hours. Checking out our hazards updates for the next couple of days here. Heavy rain through a big chunk of the country here, and then hazardous heats for everybody else. So be mindful of that. We do have an extreme thunderstorm warning heading, well, it actually just finished, 7:45. So let's see if we have anything else going on here. Nope, nothing else going on. Just be ready for tomorrow's weather. We are expecting a lot of rain, a lot of flooding. It's going to be an all-day thing tomorrow. So where it does rain, it is going to rain a lot. Earlier this afternoon, we did have a hail. We had hail in Staten Island. So we had a big supercell just hang out over Staten Island for the better part of 90 minutes. It was kind of crazy because we could hear it out my window, but we had no rain here. So it was pretty crazy. But again, just be aware of that starting around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. The heavy rain probably going to come in tomorrow in the afternoon. But when it does come down, it's going to get heavy, and we should have a lot of crazy videos to show on tomorrow night's show. Tomorrow's high temperature is going to be 77 degrees with flooding downpours. It is not a beach day. Lingering storms Wednesday into Thursday there, so there's still a chance the air is still unstable. And then it clears out for Friday. Fireworks Friday is clear. And then Saturday for Summer Streets, 86 is going to be hot. The heat returns on Saturday and probably holds on through Sunday. There is maybe a chance for something on Sunday. It's a little bit too far out to call considering how weird these storms are as of late. So be mindful of that. And picture of the day. Sean of Bagels and Walks via the Manhattan Bird Alert brings us this beautiful picture of one of two bright northern yellow warblers. He watched zipping around the seep today. He knows all the corners of the park. You got to follow Sean. You got to follow Bagels and Walks. He's a fantastic photographer on Instagram and Twitter. And he's also a great videographer here on YouTube and over there on Twitch. Everyone follow Bagels and Walks. But will the city completely fall apart because they have no T-Mobile service? Stay tuned and find out. Rebel Radio News Time is now 10 minutes past the hour. Let's catch up with the chats. It is a Monday. Did I say Tuesday? It is a Monday. That is normal for Vegas this time of year. Yes, indeed. What's going on? There's no T-Mobile service. 111 in Vegas right now. Bloody hell. But yeah, all the T-Mobile customers are flipping out in the subway train. Good to see you, Inwood Liver. Welcome on in. And good to see you, Lila. Welcome. Good to see you, Golf and Guns. T-Mobile is still out in northwestern Pennsylvania. Hopefully it comes back. Let me get that outage map up. If you're just joining us, you want to complain to T-Mobile in the virtual world, please feel free to complain, and let's turn it into content together as a community. Good to see you, Samuel Reyes. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody, people. Good to see you, Doug Teeney. Welcome on in. Everything old is new again. Good to see you, Bill Vick. Good to see you, Bill. The day did slip away. I did nothing today. It was beautiful. And I'm happy I didn't go out and try to live stream. And because I have to use my T-Mobile phone to start and stop the stream. Because I need to control my cloud server. So I would have been pissed the fuck off. I would have probably had to turn my Verizon phone into a hotspot and then talk to that phone, and what's the point? So T-Mobile seems okay there, Paul. That's good news, Paul. A lot of people in Chicago here are complaining about the T-Mobile service here in Chicago and Madison, Wisconsin, Minneapolis, but I'm happy you got service here, Paul. Good to see you up there in Chicago. And good to see everybody, people. Good to see everybody. I'm happy that for the people who have service, I'm happy you guys have service. I'm just updating my sources here, seeing if we have any updates. So please bear with me here. And yep, no updates. No updates. No updates. So you know what we'll do? We'll read some more comments here. Let's have some fun. Lance Cushion says that multi-factor authentication to access key websites tied to cell phones wasn't much a good idea after all. My T-Mobile's been offline since 3:45 Central Time. You deserve a service credit, Lance. Joan Crawford joining on in. I can tell those cocksuckers at T-Mobile and Mint Mobile care. Their fucking cell phone service and chats and calls. Why even bother answering to their customers? Wonder if it was caused by a hack. You never know, Robert. You never know. But yeah, Mint Mobile uses T-Mobile as well. So if you have Mint Mobile, you're probably out of service too. And Miguel, I agree, Miguel. You better get a service credit. You better get it. I know, not one but two. There were 2 tornado warnings today in Chicago, in the Chicagoland area, not in Chicago, but in the Chicago area. But it's pretty crazy. Billy Bill says, y'all forced my plan, which was supposed to be forever. That was grandfathered in. The cost went up, which seems like a breach of contract. Am I sure you'll end up paying us some $6 shit for service that means nothing to us? And now you guys screw up and everybody loses service? I mean, what the fuck? I'm reading this, people. Rhea from I'm assuming from Chicago, from the Chi, says, be sure to give us a credit like you want to be paid on time. I drove all the way to one of your fucking locations and just to be told that the network was down. Gas expense and phone outages mean credit to my bill. I agree there, Rika. 18 hours? Troll the truth. Put this out. 18 hours. Okay. Has it been down? Piffed. No cell service, and if my electricity went out, I would mean I have no service. Landlines aren't quite obsolete yet. That's right. Let's not get rid, please, people, let's not get rid of our copper lines. We still need them. Anyway, for some people, the party is over. They have no cell phone service, so they can't play their favorite games. And I'm sorry that you're dealing with that, but hopefully together we'll have a good laugh, and we'll wait for the service to come back together. But yeah, you guys had some serious wins out there in Chicago. It was pretty crazy. I know. I like exactly the username. Troll the truth, people. Yeah, no wire hangers, says Mrs. Crawford. That's right. Are you new to this nonsense? I think you are. Tell us where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. I'm in New York City, where some people have T-Mobile service and some people don't have T-Mobile service. Yeah, T-Mobile didn't want to leave anyone out of this bullshit, so everybody into the pool. But their teams are working on it. That's what the tweet says. Their teams are working on it. Mama Bubby says SOS. Everybody's an ABBA fan tonight, huh? All these T-Mobile phones are ABBA fans. A handsome boy, I'm assuming that's how he's writing this out, says that increasing my bill every 3 months, removing benefits, and now this? T-Mobile is shit-mobile now. That's that famous Japanese actor, Shit-Mobile, right? Shit-Mobile. That's that famous Japanese comedian guy, right? Shit-Bobo-san. Anyway, good to see you. Konnichiwa. If you're out there by the way, can't we have cell phone service like Japan? I see these live streams like, I only have one plan. And this guy's like driving through mountains and shit. Never drops. He drives through tunnels. Never drops. You're still getting spam call tests, right? Shout out to everyone who still has a landline. Shout out to everyone who still has a landline. Amen for the landlines. Landlines for the win. Let's see where this rain is right here. The rain is dying out here over Hempstead, Long Island, and the Bronx right now. Right? The love you gave me means nothing else can save me. SOS. Na, 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 na. Even Canada does have better service because Canada regulates this shit. Canada regulates stuff, so that's how you know it's good. Anyway. Went off in Michigan. So we're still dealing with problems in Michigan, ladies and gentlemen. We are still dealing with problems in Michigan. We do have some news stories to talk about, so while we wait for the service to come back on for you T-Mobile users, we do have some other stories to talk about. So coming up next, oh my goodness! So guys, did you hear about this one? More than 500 ankle injuries are being treated as potholes create a hidden summer hazard here in New York City. Yes, we're talking about potholes messing up people's ankles. We'll talk about it in about 1 minute. So we do have other news other than the T-Mobile. The air in Chile, it's unfortunately really good. Okay. Who needs to make calls? You're only charging $5. I mean, what are you, MCI, RJ? RJ is MCI now. Daniel Slaughter says came on and went off in Michigan. I hope it stays on there. But good to see you, Daniel. We'll be here until 11 o'clock Eastern time. We'll be here for another hour and 40 minutes here, and we'll see if it comes on. But copper lines, I know, listen, Ronnie, I tried to get my copper line reinstated at my homestead in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, and they wouldn't let me do it. They said, oh, well, you got to go to copper line, and it has to be anyway. Lisa UK girl got a landline, but everyone in the UK is being forced to have a digital line attached to Wi-Fi hub. Just like us here in New York as well. They wanted me to connect to some kind of thing. I said, fuck it. Keep the number, just put it on a cell phone, and when the revolution comes, we'll have no connectivity. Rebel Radio News Time is now 20 minutes past the hour. We're going to talk about ankle injuries and potholes. But first, here's a message from Lenny's.
Hey, I'm Rocky Guaziano telling you if you like great Italian seafood, things like scungilla, calamar, mussels, clams, or lobster tails, then you gotta visit Lenny's Clam Bar. They have the best Italian seafood you ever taste. But wait a minute, Lenny's Clam Bar felt sorry for all the people that didn't appreciate his Italian seafood. So now let Joe, the boss, tell you what's new. Hiya, Joe.
Hi, Rocky. Now we are serving delicious pasta dishes like ome manigotti, ravioli, pentiti, veal, and shrimp parmesan and more.
Whatever you like. You know the prices can't be beat. So take it from the can. Get over to one of those famous Lenny's Clam Bars and have yourself a treat.
Don't forget, all the waiter that Rocky sent you, you enjoy a glass of wine in the house.
And if you don't, you're gonna rough right in the nose. Right?
Lenny's Clam Bar, located in Howard Beach, Staten Island, Brooklyn Heights, Long Island, Manhattan, Yonkers.
But I heard Rendenzo's had better sauce, and maybe they do. Carol 813 has a great comment here. Phasing out landlines is not as stupid as not putting AM radios in cars anymore. I agree. It is dangerous. But yes, regular landline phones will be phased out completely by, I think, 2028 or 2029. But you gave in, had some calamar last night. That's a beautiful thing. You'll take one of everything? Me too. You made it just in time for Lenny's. And Rebel Radio News Time is now 22 minutes past the hour. More than 500 ankle injuries treated as potholes create a hidden summer hazard. News 12 reported on it.
Aren't just a problem for drivers. For pedestrians, they're another obstacle to watch for.
Someone can easily get injured. Obviously, you could fall in them.
From potholes to uneven sidewalks, these hazards can quickly become a tripping risk.
Here at Brookdale, we've seen over 500 ankle injuries since January 1st of 2026 alone. Ankle injuries can be very debilitating and has real-life effects on a person because of an inability to walk.
Now, with warm weather here, many people are trading sneakers for flip-flops. Doctors say that combination can make it easier to lose your footing. Hold on, doctor.
Flip-flops again?
Look, it's a summer. I want to wear something more comfortable.
Good acting.
Let my feet breathe.
A lot of patients often either don't see where they're going or they go into potholes and then just stumble because their foot doesn't have a chance to actually leave the pothole.
So what should you wear in the summer?
Closed toe footwear with good support.
And if you do roll an ankle, physical therapist Renat says rehab can help restore strength, balance, and stability. One exercise he recommends is a simple calf stretch.
We're going to push into the wall gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to relax. You're going to do this for about 5 seconds, 10 repetitions, twice a day.
They say you should feel this stretch to the calf and your back leg. Now, if you want a deeper stretch,
you can bring your left foot out towards me a little bit, and then you can push your hands into the wall a little bit harder like that.
In Sunset Park, Estefania Salinas, News 12, Brooklyn.
Great acting, by the way. How many people fucked up their ankles realizing that they have no T-Mobile service today? Well, we'll continue to talk about it. And Rebel Radio News Time is now 23 minutes past the hour. Oh my goodness, people! By the way, the commercial with the commercial with our friend there that comes on. We saved the best commercials for last, so that will be in the second hour of the show. But it's reality. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody. Good to see you, Muriel. How many people messed up their ankles from staring at their phone, all angry that their calls aren't going through today? Oh my goodness. It's a rough day for T-Mobile users. If you're just joining us, T-Mobile service is down for most here across the country. Let's see if we have any updates here on Mashable really quick. We're using Mashable as a source today. And nope. No updates. Let's go to the wacky tweet. Let's read some more angry people comments via Twitter. I know it's called X. I don't care. Matt says that it's been down since 4:30 in Boston, and Nita Bird said, got any updates? I had my service come back into my phone briefly, and now it's gone again. That was a minute ago. Chris said, well, go faster to my phone on day 2 of no cellular network. So did it really go down yesterday as well for some people? That's kind of crazy. Fred Top Flight says, I should get some phone credits. I agree. No farms, no food says, could not place a call at all in central New Mexico. Mando says it's still down in Anaheim, California. Any updates, T-Mobile? Robert Guyan says, finally got service back in North Carolina. That's good news. Jinx said, what happened? What happened? My wife hasn't been without cell phone service for 3 minutes, and she's about to freak out. I was about to say 3 days. 3 minutes, people. Listen, 3 minutes in the internet world might as well be 5.5 months. Preston says, fuck. Anyway, Saeed says, fix your shit, bro. Damn. Anyway, we'll continue. We'll continue to read updates here. Michelle K, good to see you, Michelle K. Welcome on in. And Fax is always shittier. Screw Elon, exactly. Let's hope no one with T-Mobile goes nuts tonight. Too late for that, Frank. Frank, too late for that. Frank, too late. If people are flipping the fuck out. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to. That's the world we live in. We're all interconnected here. And it leaves us vulnerable. Anyway, and I know some of our cameras are acting weird tonight because they're probably on T-Mobile like relays or something like that. So anyway, this wacky world we're living in. Good to see everybody. Do you have T-Mobile service? Let us know. We will go into another story because we're time traveling, people. We're time traveling. Did you hear about the Did you hear about the FIFA grass, man? Yeah, FIFA's selling the grass from the Meadowlands, and they're putting it in some kind of resin and selling it for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And a New Jersey assemblyman said that might be illegal. So we'll talk about that in about we're doing it now in about 10 seconds. Good to see you, Phyllis. Welcome on in. Luckily, you got the Wi-Fi there, but if you really need to call somebody, borrow another person's phone. It's Reality says still no service, but glad it's a full moon there too. So glad it's not a full moon, right? That'd be more people flipping the fuck out. Good to see you there, H. Flores. Welcome on in. And Verizon never has problems. Still, we did have a problem a few months ago. It's a Murphy's Law thing, but yeah, oh my God, the greed is absurd at this point, right? And where the heck are the rotary phones nowadays? In a museum. Rebel Radio News Time is now 28 minutes past the hour. We're going to talk about the FIFA grass that's not for smoking but for staring at. But first, here's a message from the Mount Airy Lodge.
Now is the perfect time, and the season is just right. You can play all day and dance into the night. At beautiful Mount Airy Lodge, all you have to
reservations, phone 1-800-441-4410.
All you have to bring is your love of everything.
Beautiful Mount Airy Lodge. That place don't exist anymore. It's Mount Airy Casino. I'm going to go to Bistecca by El Molino and have a piece of fish. Beautiful. Rebel Radio, half a grown grass. That's right, Paul. By the way, Paul, 10,000 internet points for you. Half a grown grass. Thank you very much. Rebel Radio News Time is now 29 minutes past the hour. A New Jersey assemblyman calls FIFA's sale of World Cup grass illegal. Pix11's own reported on it.
Earlier today, we got a bird's eye view of MetLife Stadium, and right now there's no grass left at all. Tonight, we've learned that about 5 yards of it is being sold off, and that has kicked off the debate about who exactly is profiting from this. This is what MetLife Stadium looks like 4 days after the final World Cup match. Air 11 showing us this view. All of the grass is gone. Some of it was cut up into tiny squares and is being sold online.
I think it's a scam.
It is.
Because how do you know where it's coming from?
That's right.
It's for sale on the FIFA website. A 6.5 by 6.5 inch square piece of grass in resin goes for $450.
What?
And there's more deluxe options for about $1,200. Now, if all 2,026 pieces sell, it could generate more than $11 million. New Jersey Assemblyman Mike Inganamort crying foul that FIFA's selling it.
That's the beginning, the middle, and the end. New Jersey taxpayers paid for the grass.
Inganamort says New Jersey taxpayers will not be getting the proceeds, despite the state paying more than $13 million to make sure the stadium was up to par, including ripping out the artificial turf and putting in that FIFA-approved grass.
It is state property. That means, as far as I'm concerned, if it is to be sold or disposed of in some way, it must follow the rules for surplus state property. And rule number 1 is to maximize the benefit for New Jersey taxpayers.
But the New York-New Jersey Host Committee told Pix11 News that the Host Committee and not FIFA will receive the majority of the proceeds, which they say goes back into the committee's continued investments in the region. They say FIFA has a smaller revenue share for the use of their licensing.
And really the ball is in the governor's court. I have compelled the governor to seek whether that is some type of an injunction, some type of relief to stop this.
Governor Sherrill's office did not respond to my direct question as to whether they would take legal action to try to renegotiate the terms or get an injunction to stop the sales. A spokesperson only issuing the statement saying, as the governor has said, New Jersey paid multiple millions for the total expense for the pitch at MetLife Stadium, so New Jersey taxpayers should share in any proceeds.
Like
so
all
what's
of
the
them.
opinion at Red's Sports Bar in the shadow of the stadium?
Probably somebody will buy it. There's a fool made every moment out
That's
there.
right.
But if you need to have it, you need to have it. You should get it. Just not something I'd put on my list. New Jersey always gets the bad end of it, but that's how it is. Nothing we could do about it.
And the host committee also pointed out that the World Cup generated millions of dollars in local and regional tax revenue and led to infrastructure improvements. Tonight, FIFA did not respond to my request for comment.
Well, thank you so much there to the Pix11 News with that very riveting story. We got some great comments here. Good to see you, Jan. Welcome on in up there in Connecticut. But yes, FIFA was selling grass there, and what the fuck? Does FIFA need more money? Like, I don't think they need more money. H. Flores sent a laughing disco for 250 joules. Thank you so much. But yeah, how did you become wealthy? I just started selling squares of grass and resin, right? You got to start a grass business now, right, Jenna? I mean, it's where the money is at. So who pulled up the grass and gave it to FIFA? I think FIFA did it with their own people. So I think they had their people ready to go. This was a plan that was planned out probably months ago. And they're like, yeah, we're going to sell grass because stupid people we'll buy it. But yes, when can we delete FIFA? I agree. But yes, I think It's Reality nailed it. I think that all the proceeds should be given to local services, especially since the people of New Jersey, especially New Jersey transit riders, had to put up with so much bullshit during the World Cup. But Sabine, there are plenty of stupid people that will buy grass in resin. So good to see you there, Sabine. The only grass you ever paid for needed bamboo papers. That's right. But yes, all the proceeds will go to the FIFA Peace Prize to bring peace all around the world. But it's a deluxe grass, man. It's FIFA, man. It's FIFA. If Messi touched it, somebody will buy it. His tears are in that grass, people. His tears are in there. Who the hell is stupid enough to buy grass? You know these people. They can't even smoke it. Why are you going to buy grass? It ain't going to get you high. It's the fuzzy end of the lollipop. Yes, yeah, but it's true. It has Messi's sweat and tears in it. So anybody will buy it. Just like that, an hour of your life gone forever. Rebel Radio News Time is now 34 minutes past the hour. Did you miss something? Yes, we have a T-Mobile outage, Jim. We have a T-Mobile outage. Let me bring up the map. Do you have T-Mobile service? Our main story of the evening. We're doing a special 2.5-hour show today. We have, and let's see if we updated anything here. Do we have any updates here from the T-Mobiles? I don't think we do. No update. Let's read some more angry comments on the Twitter. Clara Dunn asks, can you please provide an ETA? We deserve some common courtesy. Miss Sess says, I was stranded without GPS in the middle of nowhere. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be laughing. Good to see you, April. Welcome on in. Jesse Lover said, I would have had made at least $30 doing surveys. There you go, people. So he's out $30. Qantas Arc says, fucking bullshit. I don't pay T-Mobile to get fucked up while working. I agree. Edgar says that T-Mobile is just dead to him. And Nick Sweeney says that my wife says no SIM and no service. Get your stuff together, T-Mobile. Brian says, ha! Canned bullshit. It's been at least 6 hours now. Omufe says, I want my money back. And Xavier Morris says he couldn't do any deliveries this evening since his cell phone relies on T-Mobile service. Melissa wants a discount on her phone bill next month. I think you deserve a discount on your phone bill, Melissa. And have you tried putting the network on airplane mode? Wes Minder says. Jameson Jack says, sell back to US Cellular. You guys are the worst cell phone company out there, and I did not agree to your service contract. Bloody hell. Same guys you took money out of my account, Denise says. I'm sorry, Denise. We better get a year's free of service. The audacity to raise prices for this bullshit service. I agree there, Lakers gang bombs. John Cabrera says, I need a discount for my service. It's been at least 4 hours already. There you go, people. No other updates from T-Mobile, but we're monitoring it here live here in New York City. Good to see you, Danette Anthony. Good to see everybody follow Danette Anthony. Follow two fantastic people from Queens. See what it's like around New York City and beyond. Everybody, check out Danette Anthony. QQJ out there in Southern California says that he has service now. I hope it stays. Let us know if it stays. I'm happy to hear that, JJQ. Yeah, everybody's forced into their contracts. Exactly. That's why I get month to month. But yeah, my favorite is I'm going to file a complaint. What does that even mean, right? We don't even use paper anymore, people. That's right, Phantom Canuck Vintage. What does that even mean? Where does the file go? Oh, yes. I'm looking at your file now. Yes, well, I'm sorry about that. I'm looking at your file. We're reviewing your file. Yes. File a complaint. What, you got paper? I bet you don't even have paper in your house anymore. You got a printer? You got a fax machine? These people don't even have fax machines. What the hell? I knew it was a big deal when Notified NYC, though, posted it. So don't clog the phone issues there with 911, all these dumb retards in there. So already enough to deal with the peoples out there, so. Yeah, so Jan, it happened at either 3 or 4 o'clock Eastern time. But yeah, T-Mobile is dealing with the outages, and let's see. We're seeing if we have any updates here. But we are doing a 2.5-hour show today. We started our show at 8:30. But again, they spoke to Reuters, and in a statement they said to Reuters that they're actively working on the technical challenges impacting some customers. Let me see if we have an update here. I don't think we have an update even here. Yeah, no update. And let's see here. Let's go back to this down detector here. And there it is. See, just after 3 o'clock here, it went out. It started going out for people. So good to see everybody, people. Reminds me of Lucy with the complaint department. There you go. Lopez got his service back. That's good news. Are people's service coming back? That's great if that's going down right now. So here is the real time. Let's see if we get the real time list here. There we go. So it is coming down now. We are down to a baseline of 47 with 3,602 reports. So that's good. That's good news. That means that we're getting stuff back to normal. Checking out our weather radar there. Those light showers have really dissipated over across Nassau County. So that's good. And what else we have here? We have some more stories here to talk about in our special extended broadcast tonight. A New Jersey borough is setting up a complaint hotline for noisy neighbors. Do you want to rat out your neighbor for blasting music? Well, New Jersey is making it a little bit easier for you. We'll talk about it, but first, here's a message from the Westchester County Fair.
Everyone come join the fun. At the great Westchester County Fair. Every family everywhere. Loves the Westchester County Fair. Rides and attractions. Non-stop action. Shows, animals, fireworks, too. Is it the most fun thing you can do? Don't miss the Westchester County Fair at Yonkers Raceway, ending this Sunday. See the largest circus under the big top, the Clyde Beatty Cole Brothers Circus, a livestock exhibition, live country music, and more. Every night till midnight, admission $4, kids under 12 free.
At the Westchester County Fair. Westchester County Fair. I don't think we still do it anymore. But anyway, this last day was on that whatever Sunday that was. Rebel Radio News Time is now 40 minutes past the hour. A New Jersey borough sets up a hotline to complain about noisy neighbors from a neighboring city. Wait, is a neighboring city just that loud? Well, let's let Channel 4 WNBC enlighten us.
In New Jersey, leaders in the borough of Fairlawn are taking matters into their own hands when it comes to a certain noisy neighbor. The neighbor, they say, the entire city of Paterson.
Damn!
The city is so bad, Fairlawn has now set up a new number that will allow residents to complain about it. To Paterson. News 4's Adam Harding sorts through it.
Dawn Moore loves her quiet dead-end street in Fairlawn. She's been here since 1979. No complaints. There is, however, some loud noise every now and then, but it's not from her neighborhood. She says it's actually coming from across the river in neighboring Paterson.
I was told that it comes from boom boxes in cars and not necessarily restaurants, and that there isn't anything that can really be done about it.
Because it's in Paterson.
Does it bother me? Not really. I go in the house.
Wait, I thought it was annoying you. Wait.
It's apparently enough of a concern for the community that Fairlawn officials say they're going to do something about it.
We've had some issues over the past with noise from Paterson into Fairlawn.
The borough's mayor says the Passaic River may be why the sound travels far. For the past few years, families had been directed to contact Paterson police directly with any complaints. But that created some issues for Fairlawn.
We had no way of knowing when the residents were calling, how many times they were calling, which residents were calling, meaning from which
no
part of
map.
Town. And so we
They
wanted
had no
to find a
map.
better way to kind of track how frequently this problem is happening, if there are trends, times of year, times of day.
So just yesterday, Fairlawn officials announced a new phone number for neighbors to call. It automatically routes to Paterson police, but the data is collected by Fairlawn so they can study how widespread an issue the noise complaints really are.
What do you hope to learn from the data
that you collect with these calls?
We're hoping that the data is actually really helpful to Patterson so that they can kind of figure out maybe a solution that'll help both of our residents.
I think it's a good idea to have that. I don't know if it will do any good.
Neighbors like Dawn say it's a start, but whether the noise will quiet down, that remains to be seen or heard.
Listen, I think we all have to work together on certain issues, right? Not everything is just a local issue.
So if you live in the Fairlawn area, here's the phone number for you. It's 201-777-6144. The mayor here in the borough tells me that typically summertime is when these noise complaints tend to pop up. Again, that number 201-777-6144. In Fairlawn tonight, I'm Adam Harding, News 4, New York.
Well, thank you so much to News 4 and with that enlightening report. And bloody hell, Patterson is just that loud. Patterson's a pretty swinging town, but yeah, I'm telling you, by the book, there was a boat on the other side of our sand dune here, and we could hear the music from the boat 3 blocks over from here, almost on the boardwalk side of Coney Island. It was pretty incredible. And so now these portable boom boxes and stereo systems are truly powerful. And so they're like little mini mini concerts there, DJ sets. So be mindful of your noise. And yeah, I heard nothing in that interview exactly. What? Rebel Radio News Time is now 44 minutes past the hour. Are you getting your T-Mobile service back? Let us know. That's the special report we're doing today. We're monitoring the T-Mobile outage. But going on to that previous story, Danette and Anthony, you might be further back. But who's buying the grass? People who like buying grass. You might be really far back. We're already finished our other story. But good to see you there. You live there, but you got to go make... You don't live there, but you got to make a complaint anyway. I hear this music. Yeah, make sure you hit the live button so to make sure you are up to date with the chat and the live stream. Well, yeah, we have already talked about that FIFA story. That was the previous story. Even before, we talked about the T-Mobile outage. Let's get that T-Mobile outage. Let's see if we have any updates here on T-Mobile. What's our base? Our base is still holding at 47. And let's see the map. So the map is actually, the problems are still concentrated here in New York, Detroit, Chicago, Madison, Wisconsin, Minneapolis, Dallas, Texas, but Los Angeles seems to be the most affected, as well as areas of San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, and a big chunk of Florida there. Ethan, with a random thought there. Life is boring nowadays. Random thoughts brought to us by Schaefer Beer with the all-new Pop Top. For people who like having fun, for people who like having more than one. Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. But exactly, perfectly candid. Car and boat systems are massive nowadays, and some people just don't know how to use them correctly. Exactly. If it's a late night, just cars driving by. Exactly, Ollie. Looks like the world is falling apart. Probably is. The Mets win. The Mets win. I'm glad you're enjoying our long broadcast tonight, Jan. You hate when people blast music. Keep the music to yourself. I agree. Where Muriel lives, it's silent, so please send some noise over to her neighborhood. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. But checking back with Twitter, I sprinkle free use service for the next few months because this is ridiculous. Some of us are losing money to stay afloat. I agree there, Trincy Murphy. Shannon Bryan says that thank God I have a visible eSIM for a second line. That is smart. Zapatista says, what the hell? Fix my internet. Pirate Patriot Parrot says, lies. It's been 5 hours. Justin Thiessen says, the problem with T-Mobile is that this outage started over 5 hours ago, and you finally put the information out 2 hours ago, so it took you 3 hours to say anything. I usually go without, but today I landed and I was stuck in Nashville. Missed having dinner with my kid. Missed that. Thanks, T-Mobile. That Fugazi system there. I hear the voices in my head in real time all the time. Went to the silent disco once. Everybody was dancing with their headphones. They're fun. Mike, let's go! And Jan Bass with a $20 super chat. Jan, thank you so much with the very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $20 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $20 super chat. Let's go. I appreciate that. Invariably some crappy. That's the thing. That's what I always say, Carol. I always say, why can't they blast any good music like Sinatra or something like that? What the hell, man? By the way, for our 10 o'clock hour, which is just 10 minutes away, we will have our sports scores for our regular 10 o'clock show. So get ready for that. Damn, the Mets did good today. Shout out to the Mets. Mets did fantastic today. Holy shit. My goodness. Wow. But yeah, why can't anybody blast any good music? Please, for the love of God, can you blast some cylinder music for me? But thank you so much for your support, Jan Bass, with a very generous $20. Oh! And Fawn Marie just gifted a membership to Dutch Moz Plus, and the winner is... Did we get a winner now? Let's see, we get the winner. Dana and Anthony! Dana and Anthony just got a membership from Dutch Moz Plus. Thank Fawn Marie for your free month of membership to Dutch Moz Plus. Please use those custom emojis in good health. And thank you so much for your continued support, Fawn Marie and Danette and Anthony. Well, you guys always are one of us. One of us. Gooba gaba, gooba gaba, one of us. One of us, Danette and Anthony. One of us. Right? I'm in the mood to blast some Glenn Miller. You know what I'm gonna blast? The Towering Inferno soundtrack. Just blast that shit, the orchestral shit. I used to love blasting orchestral music at my house. That was fun times. You gotta call that complaint line, send a request to Neil Diamond. Let's go! It's reality! It's reality with a 20-pound super. Wow, 20-pound super chat. It's reality. It's reality. Thank you so much with an extremely generous 20-pound super chat. Thank you for joining today's 20-pound club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big 20-pound super chat. But I appreciate that. It's reality. Thank you. You crack it when somebody rolled down your street blasting, "Don't you want me, babe? Don't you want me, baby?" That's right. I'm not even going to read that misspelled gibberish. Rebel Radio news time is now 50 minutes past the hour. Let's keep going with the T-Mobile story. Let's just keep going with the T-Mobile story because we're just going to rack it up here to the top of the hour here. Good to see everybody, people. Hope everyone's having a great Monday night. Tug McGraw asked how he felt about artificial grass. He says, I don't know. I've never smoked any. There you go. I will blast the World's Fair music. Absolutely. I'll turn that shit up. Robert Moses would be so proud. Broadway show tunes. I used to love blasting I remember when I got Tommy, the musical, I blasted that shit all the time. Thank you so much for your support. It's reality. And Fawn Marie and Jan Bass, thank you guys so much for sponsoring tonight's 2.5 hour show. I really do appreciate it. We're gonna re-rack the show in 9 minutes, but we'll finish out this hour continuing to complain about T-Mobile because it's really funny. And if you are here because of our T-Mobile story, let us know. Let's read some more comments here on Twitter. Rachel says, my phone still says SOS. Can you feel me, darling? They love ABBA. T-Mobile phones love ABBA tonight. Am I right, people? Am I right? Tobias House of Stark says, it's working fine in Florida. That's a good thing. Oh, this is a weird username. Is seeing BTS 1D plus 2D MetLife says. I've been on SOS for over 4 hours. Your T-Mobile phone loves ABBA. Is T-Mobile service better in New York? From what I hear, yes. The bad cell phone service here in New York is AT&T. And now I have personally witnessed it. So yeah, T-Mobile is way better than AT&T. Guy who hates kings and clowns says that I have no idea about this, but several people who I live with in rural areas tell me that they have worse coverage after they switched from US Cellular to T-Mobile. The calls are dropped, bad connections, and no 5G. Not a great start. What happened to US Consumer Cellular, US Cellular cell towers? Is T-Mobile not using them? They probably sold them off to either AT&T or Verizon. Fluff Rodriguez asks, how much longer? This service is not acceptable. And Zay said, man, fuck y'all from. I let my phone bill be free this month, B. Oh my God, you saw The Who before Tommy in 1970? What the fuck? Carol, that's a great show. But yeah, Mets trying to catch up to the Boston Red Sox. That's good news. I hope we get it. I hope we get it. Pete Townsend was sitting in your row at the new dance company, Tommy, and at the City Center earlier this year. For real? That's cool. Let's read some more. Oh, we're just reading all these new ones here. Justin Thiessen says, also, don't you have customer service? All your fucking apps are screwed up and no one to report this stuff to. It continues to be crappy. 23 fucking years with you and I think I'm fucking done. CEOs, shareholders can all fuck right off. You greedy fucks. I have videos to show issues with the app. Put that shit on YouTube, Justin. Yankees fan 714 says, you switched us into a more expensive plan for this? And by the way, shout out to everyone who has eSIMs. Is it no more from Bernie in there? No, it's reality. This is where the content is tonight. This is where the content is. By the way, please feel free to add one here. I will read it off. Now is the time. I have 5 minutes to kill. The oddity would be if T-Mobile actually works. That's what Colt Sievers says. She Persisted says, now 6 hours and no service. How about an update, T-Mobile? When are we going to get our self-service back? Scare says, it's been 8 hours, gang. Yeah, what's up going on, gang? What the hell? Oh, God. Oh, now we got a serious comment here. Oh, boy. Arlen says, oh, this is sad. I'm so sorry, Arlen. My mother is on life support right now, a couple of hours away in Indianapolis. So yeah, having a working phone is pretty necessary. My phone did not have service. It was in SOS mode, and unfortunately, Lynn, your phone really loves ABBA tonight, and I hope everything works out with your mom. This is how interconnected the world we live in, people. This is how interconnected the world we live in is. You never know how it's going to affect people. But Ram Chowdhury asks, do we have an ETA on the issue? It's been almost 7 hours. Could you provide an update on the current status and expected resolution time? I agree. I know, I feel bad too, it's reality. But this is the thing. This is the kind of stuff we're dealing with nowadays. This is the kind of stuff this is how interconnected and interdependent we are. Is that we really do need these little candy bars of emotion. And let me see if I have service. I don't have service. Still. I'm still in SOS mode. So, oh my God, your CPAP machine isn't sending reports. Fuck you, T-Mobile. That's the thing. My dad had a heart monitor on for like 2 weeks, and he needed cell phone service, and I think that was off of T-Mobile. So, but then again, it does record everything. So, but anyway, that's why you have a Google Voice number. Yeah, exactly, April. Good to see you, April. That's a smart workaround there. Get yourself a Google Voice call number. Danette and Anthony, I think you guys are really far behind in the chat and in the show. I know you're not going to hear it, but we have already moved on from our noisy neighbor story. That was a pretty long time ago. H. Flores, you got your service back an hour ago. That is good. Let's see if we have any updates here on Mashable. No updates on Mashable. No updates on Mashable. Thank God you still got a landline. I'm happy you still have a landline. And Reuters, I don't think updated. If Mashable didn't update it, then I don't think Reuters is going to update it. Yeah, no. No. But you know it's bad when Notify NYC makes the call there. Good to see everybody. People, they should make medical stuff able to work without cell phone service. It should work on the same FM band as the 911 system. Because 911 does like its own thing. Yeah, make sure you're live. Thank you so much, Strawberry. Make sure you're live. Hit that little live button. Because you're pretty far back. But there's the map on Down Detector. And that was a fast hour. One more hour of the show. And then we'll bring this live stream in for a landing. But it sounds like a lot of you guys are getting your service back, which is good news. And I'm happy to hear that. Yes, you can still call 911 in SOS mode because it is on a different wavelength. It's not using like the cell tower. It's using like its own like radio thing, a radio frequency. So it's holding so far. JJQ. That's good news. I'm happy that your cell phone service is still holding so far in Southern California. That is good. That is a good thing. And if you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. But we're going to re-rack the show in about 30 seconds. And Cliff Padilla's service has been restored so far. If Cliff's service is restored, my service should be restored. My service is restored! Oh, shit! My service is restored. Yay! It looks like the T-Mobile outage may be out right at the 10 o'clock hour. Oh, my goodness, people. We made it. We made it through the cell phone outage, people. Oh, my goodness. We made it through the cell phone outage. We'll continue to talk about the cell phone outage some more. We'll get some traffic in transit. But it is 10 o'clock.
Where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Live from the west end of Coney Island. Time for another extended episode of Now in New York City Live. Is your cell phone T-Mobile service coming back? Let us know, and let's see if the city goes crazy. Why, hello, replay viewers. Replay viewers, good to see you. Welcome on in to the show. My dad's doing great, Jan. My dad is doing great. But now on to our regularly scheduled programming. And of course, they got to play the ads for me. So we'll go to our... Yes, you can complain about the AT&T now. But you're on... Shout out to everyone on AT&T. But yeah, did you survive the T-Mobile outage of 2026? Let us know. Your kids are probably at the bar, right? Yeah, they're adults now, hanging out. But good to see you, Robert Jansky. Welcome on in. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your T-Mobile service is? Do you have T-Mobile service? Let us know. But good to see everybody, people. We have lived. Possibly we are now seeing the end of the T-Mobile outage. We have light showers that just came, well, a pretty strong downpour that came through the city, but everything's now clearing out as we now continue our final hour of the show. Good to see you, David C. Welcome on in. The kids are on T-Mobile. Where the hell are they? That means they got cell phone service back. I could play my game. But Fly NY Iowa says, something unsettling about Andy Warhol asking. I see where you're going with that fly in Y&Y. I don't think he was ever convicted or proven or anyway. Good to see you fly in Y&Y. He's just doing his thing. He's like, anyway, he passed away, so anyway, good to see everybody, people. Beautiful night here in New York. There it is. There's our Empire State Building camera. There's our Coney Island camera. Looks like Dino's Wonder Wheel Park is closed, but Luna Park is open. Yeah, there was actually, we have been on, Deborah, for an hour and a half. We started our show at 8:30. We started our show at 8:30 tonight because of the T-Mobile problem. Good to see you, Jay Chulo. Shout out to all. Got your service on Boost. Beautiful, Jay. Beautiful. I'm happy you got your service back. If you got your service back, let us know where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out for all you T-Mobile service users. And whoever's watching on Twitch, I appreciate you. Good to see everybody, people. Yeah, special extended edition of the show tonight. But in a few minutes, we're going to get ready for traffic, transit, and more. So we will do that as well. And then we have some more stories from the Tri-State area to talk about, as well as bitching and moaning and reading the comments on Twitter about the wacky T-Mobile outage. And I just got my, as when Cliff Padilla said he got his service back, I checked my T-Mobile phone here. And yes, I can now start and end the live stream. This is my cloud server phone. So this starts and stops my stream whenever I'm doing IRL. I would have been so pissed off if I couldn't use that phone today. Oh, but I only pay like so much for it. Sometimes at 10 o'clock, you don't know where your children are or where you've been. Yes. We'll read more comments on Twitter, so get ready for that. That seems to be a fun thing we're doing tonight. But a shout out to everybody on Boost Mobile. I just got rid of them, and they begged me to come back. And I'm like, nah, give me a free month. And they're like, nah. So, it is what it is. But I'm happy that everybody has T-Mobile service. Traffic, transit, weather, and more in 90 seconds. But let's see if we have any updates. Let's see if we have any updates on Mashable. No updates on Mashable. No updates as well on Reuters, right? No updates on the news sites. But your service has been restored for a while. My service just came back just now, so that's good. And then they have the nerve to tell me that I don't know what I'm doing with my phone. I could tell them how cell phone networks work. I've learned so much. You know, being an IRL live streamer for the last 10 years, I have learned so much about data packets and data receivings and upload speed and download speed. I've learned so much on how cell phone networks actually work thanks to live streaming. So how it bounces off of buildings and shit. It's so cool to learn all this stuff. And I love learning. I love learning. Life is the greatest schoolroom. It is the greatest university. And if there's a day I don't learn something, it's a kind of a day lost in a weird way. But I hope you got your cell phone service back. But now it's time to do, as I've been doing for the last hour and a half, it's time to do my performance arts. Rebel Radio News Time is now 6 minutes past the hour. Traffic, transit, weather, and more. Brought to us by BabiesOvernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight guaranteed. BabiesOvernight.com bringing us this final traffic and transit update for the 27th of July, 2026. It's a Monday at 10 o'clock. Let's see what's going on. I think we have a crash here. We have a crash here on the Cross Island Parkway here. One of the 5 lanes is blocked, and this was at exit. This is our Northern Boulevard exit there. This was updated about 90 minutes ago. Wow, so that hasn't been updated yet. Mild traffic delays here heading on into the Whitestone Expressway here off the Grand Central here. Minor delays southbound right along Flushing Meadows here. Eastbound delays, mild eastbound delays here in the LIE. Mild delays, but look at the bridges. All the East River crossings look good. So the Queensboro Bridge, the Queens Midtown Tunnel, the Williamsburg, Manhattan, Brooklyn bridges all look great, as well as the Brooklyn Battery Hugh Carey Tunnel. The Holland Tunnel looks great. The Lincoln Tunnel looks great. East Side, West Side, all quiet drives at this hour, heading all the way uptown. Harlem River Drive and the and the Henry Hudson all look good. The GWB, it's a quiet ride, and we still have that crash on the Cross Bronx Expressway at Bronx River Parkway there, exit 4. One of the 3 right lanes is blocked. That was updated 1 hour ago. Slow down here, traffic here on Parkchester here westbound. Nothing too crazy, though, for this late hour. But the Van Wyck looks great. Everything looks great along the Belt Parkway. No flooding. We do have some construction in the Spaghetti Interchange there in the Verrazano Bridge. But the Staten Island and West Shore Expressways all look good. Construction here along the New Jersey Turnpike northbound approaching Newark Liberty Airport. It's a quiet drive. Checking out our potato cameras here at West Street, at West Houston Street. The DOT brings us this view here, looking south towards the World Trade Center here along the west side. Traffic is moving lovely. We continue on to MTA.info. We have delays and cancellations on the Babylon branch. Some delays on the Oyster Bay branch. We're substituting buses on the Waterbury line. The Pascack Valley line is suspended in both directions due to a downed tree. We have some delays on the Danbury line as well. Checking out our subways here, we have delays on the B&D trains. Downtown B&D trains are delayed while they conduct an investigation near 34th Street Herald Square. So some of those D trains are running along the A and then also the F line there going down to Coney just to piss people off. Also delays on the R&W trains. Downtown R&W trains are running with delays in both directions. They have to address a door problem at Whitehall South Ferry Station. Planned parts suspended on the 4 of the 5. We're skipping stops on the 7, F, and G train. Everything else is running on our closest schedule. MTA.info, your friend for all things transit. Checking out our web cameras, Sibos, our friends at Sibos, bring us to Brighton Beach, where the water is 73 degrees with an ebb tide. So 73 degrees in the water, 75 degrees on the Coney Island Boardwalk. Continuing on to Stream Time Live, bringing us a view of the Waterfront Museum here in Red Hook, Brooklyn, looking out across a very quiet New York harbor. And the Statue of Liberty here at earthcam.com's YouTube channel, bringing us one pier over. Beautiful view of the Statue of Liberty on what's turning out to be a pretty beautiful night. Bryant Park got cleared out early due to a downpour. They were supposed to play a movie out there, but now the lawn is officially closed. Some people milling around there, some people enjoying some of the tables. It is kind of a nice night outside, considering. St. George Tower YouTube channel bringing us to Brooklyn Heights. Look at giving us this beautiful view of the Brooklyn Bridge with the municipal building right there in the corner. Traffic is moving lovely on the Brooklyn Bridge. Finally, we head out to Wallabout Bay, here at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. Look at downtown Brooklyn there. The skies have cleared out for the night until the heavy rains come in tomorrow. Checking out the national map here. Across the Northeast, a lot of flood watches and flood warnings here. Strong storms up here in Michigan heading on into Canada here. And then we have all the extreme heat watches, heat warnings. We also have some severe thunderstorm watches and warnings here in Kentucky and into Cincinnati, Ohio there, and Indiana, southern Indiana, a big chunk of Illinois. Had some really strong storms out there in the Chicagoland area. A couple of tornadoes officially touched down in Chicagoland area. But a big chunk of the country here under heat advisories, heat watches. Here in western New Mexico, here you have a bunch of flood watches, and then a big chunk of the country in the gray here has bad air quality alerts, as well as red flag alerts, air quality alerts. I mean, a lot of dry, hot weather across the western part of the country here. Along the west coast here, we have some small craft advisories, as well as gales hanging out. Gale is hanging out off the Los Angeles coast there. But the weather we're looking at for the next couple of days is going to be here in this section of the country, here from Florida going all the way up to from Minnesota there and Wisconsin. Heavy rain expected in the next couple of days, and hazardous heat in the western part of the country. We have a lot of weather happening here in the country right now, so we are looking at very strong storms affecting Colorado, central Colorado. That was posted 2 hours ago. 40 minutes ago, we have some strong storms here affecting southeastern Arizona and southwestern New Mexico. So this will be going on for the next few more hours. And then, of course, back up there in northern and eastern lower peninsula of Michigan, some really strong storms in the area. So make sure you have your NOAA weather radio at the ready. Tomorrow, we're dealing with flood watches and flood advisories here in New York City. We're expecting 2 to 4 inches of rain tomorrow in probably a very short amount of time. So please be aware of that beginning in the afternoon. So 2 to 4 inches of rain is likely across the city with locally higher amounts, because these thunderstorms are going to kind of just hover above the city in those little spots there. So just be ready for that. It's going to be kind of crazy. It's going to be kind of crazy tomorrow. So be weather aware tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have some flooding downpours. 77 degrees for our high temperatures. The storms linger into Wednesday as well. 77 degrees. Still a chance for rain heading into Thursday. And then one more sun shower, or a more sun and a shower on Friday. Probably not going to affect fireworks Friday. And then the 1st of August, it's going to get nice and warm. Back into summer temperatures. 86 with lots of sunshine. And then a humid shower on Sunday. We may have some kind of system come through on Sunday, but we still got to give it some time to see what we end up with. Checking out sports, the Yankees are playing the Chicago White Sox in the bottom of the 5th inning, 4-4. And we are playing in Guaranteed Rate Field in the Chicagoland area. 73 degrees right now with patchy rain nearby. Unbelievable score from the Mets. 14-3. Big game out there in Citi Field tonight. 14-3, beating out the Atlanta Braves. A smashing game for our New York Mets. Finally, picture of the day brings us a Sean here of Bagels and Walks YouTube channel, bringing us this beautiful picture of one of the 2 northern yellow warblers he watched zipping around the steep today in Central Park. Absolutely gorgeous picture, Sean. And everyone check out Bagels and Walks here on YouTube and Twitch, Instagram and Twitter for photos. And thank you to the Manhattan Bird Alert for posting this picture to their page, because I love looking at birds on the internet. But will the city completely fall apart in the next 45 minutes because they have no T-Mobile service? Stay tuned and find out. Rebel Radio News Time. Oh, it's now 14 minutes past the hour. Let's catch up with the chat. And Diana Lee with a 20-pound super chat. Diana Lee, thank you so much for the very generous 20-pound super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's 20-pound club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big 20-pound super chat. In other sports news, the Cubbies beat out the Cardinals 3-1. That's awesome. And Phyllis, good to see you, Phyllis. And isn't that a beautiful bird there, Sonia? Good to see you, Sonia. Good to see you, Joy Longley. Welcome on in. I appreciate everybody being here. It's gorgeous. Isn't that a gorgeous picture? Sean is a fantastic photographer. They say that people who do bird watching live longer lives, and I'm starting to believe that more and more. But do you have your T-Mobile service back, ladies and gentlemen? This is why we're here for our special extended show today. I'm just quickly updating everything here. We have an update. We have an update at the top of the hour. So we have an update from Mashable that there's no updates. The update is that there's no update at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. So let's read some angry comments on Twitter. And it's thanks to all the super chatters I'm able to do this. So thank you guys. Sammy T says, hey, a little too late there, eh? Is it stable, JJQ? That's good news, JJQ. I'm happy it's stable. Barb Johnson says, after 20 plus years as a customer, I'm done with T-Mobile. You canceled my legacy plan out of the blue, raised each line by $6, and then my service got worse. Is this some kind of joke? I'm moving to Verizon on principle, even if it costs more. And I agree. I'm willing to pay a little more for more reliable service. But yeah, exactly. We spend longer in nature. Actually, if we spend longer in nature, we live longer, people. So good to see you, Jersey Devil. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for having me on the TV. But good to see everybody, people. Prophet of Doom with a couple of comments here. You're pointing at the usual suspect. Offshore exchange manager gone wrong. A couple of X posts are floating that exact statement. One noting the Indian CEO, another straight up blaming the Indians that run T-Mobile. God. And then he says also that fits the pattern. A bad database upgrade or migration can easily break credentials for credential verification without touching the core routing. That would leave some sessions intact while others fail to re-authenticate, exactly matching the uneven impact you've seen T-Mobile hasn't confirmed any or changed its root cause yet. And that sounds pretty logical there, but I mean, is it now blame it on the Indian CEO guy? I don't know about that, people. Aruz Carol says, now I'm facing a possible DoorDash contract violation because I had someone's groceries in my truck as I was dashing this evening and lost service. I had no idea where I was. DoorDash help completed the order on their end, which was their mistake. Unfair. You've been with Verizon for years. They've been good, missed one. Yes, I have to say, out of all the cell phone services I personally dealt with doing IRL live streaming, I have to say Verizon is the gold standard here in New York. That's because they used to be 9X. New York Telephone. I trust New York Telephone. Can we bring it back? Can we just leave Verizon? And anyway. The right fielder says, fucking dumbasses, we have no power or Wi-Fi, and your slow asses ain't making it any better. Incompetent per usual. Dio Diablo said, that explains why my service was down for no reason today. Duh. And Rico James says that service is starting to be restored. I thought there was hope, but I just got the signal back. Turn off and on airplane mode and try to research for a cellular signal. Okay. Dave Ernest Cog says, my cousin works for T-Mobile and said they're going to give 70% bill credit for today's outage. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. They never confirmed the root cause. That's right, April. They never confirmed the root cause, people. They keep that shit. I still don't know what happened a few months ago when my Verizon was out. Yeah, Prophet of Doom is a pretty cool handle, though, I gotta say. I agree. Chicky Bombo says, my phone signal is back. Finally, T-Mobile. So we are hearing reports of people getting their service back. Marcus says that the outage is so clinical, technical challenges. Just say the servers were on fire and get on with it already. Come on, people. Yama-sama says, y'all had the audacity to raise our prices and the service goes down? I'll be switching to the American Telephone and Telegraph Company. These usernames, boy. The call hotline, bro, says that between data breaches and outages, y'all sure you know how to keep customers happy? Are you sure about that? Karen Smith. Swipe, swipe. Swipe, swipe, Karen. Good to see you. Kara Dunn just spoke to customer service and was told it should be resolved by midnight Eastern time tonight. And it looks like at 10 o'clock Eastern time, people are getting their cell phone service back. But no updates. David, no cell signal, no updates. When this will be clear. At least I will be here for the next 40 minutes to keep everybody as informed as I can. Anyway, we could just keep reading those things over and over again. Good to see everybody. Welcome on in. Sweet Cheetah is back. Well, we'll continue on with the news here in about 2 minutes. Yeah, not a good night to be an Uber driver or a food. Yeah, no, it's tough. If you're like using one, if you have to make money off your thing, I mean, it's like you need it. So anyway, right? You glad you didn't switch to T-Mobile? Coming up next. Drones are pissing off pilots all across the city and then the area here. And so Channel 7 on your side is tracking the increase in drone sightings around New York City airports. We'll talk about it. We will talk about it in about 90 seconds. Sonia Perez said we still don't know about what happened with last year's blackout in Spain. The experts explained it, but there's no official explanation. I don't think we'll ever get any. When it comes to services like that, I don't think we ever get official sandwich. I don't think we get official causes. We don't get causation. They just let us flounder. Yes, remember, it was the Indian CEO that caused all this crap. or is it that guy from Kentucky? You know, the guy, he worked his way up the ladder, worked there for 80 years. He was there with that Ma Bell breakoff that ended up being T-Mobile 60 years later. He was in the rotary phone division for many years, and you know how that went. This happened with Verizon a few months ago, and yes, I got $8 back. Ooh. I said it should be each line $8. Like, no. It's for like your whole family plan. And I have 3 lines on there. I had 3 lines. And now, truth be told, my dad's flip phone, which he never uses, never lost service. It was me and my mom's iPhones that lost service. So it's all rigged, people. The man got us by the balls. Let's listen. Don't worry, the revolution's gonna come, and I'll be there to live stream it. Are drones becoming too much of a hazard at New York City airports? We'll talk about it, but first, here's a message from the New York Telephone Company.
Hello. Hi, Cindy. I knew it was you. I have to tell you.
If your teenager ties up your phone, you could get them their own phone line this holiday, or you could find other ways to make your calls. But why go to extremes? Call 1-800-42-NYTEL for a phone line for your teenager. It's the perfect holiday gift for both of you. Order now, and New York Telephone will even toss in another gift, a free telephone.
Hey, Jimmy, how are you? You signed up for the ski trip yet?
You'll spend less time looking for the right gift and less effort making a call. That's 1-800-42-NYTEL today for a phone line for your teenager and a free phone. After all, it sure beats the alternatives.
New York Telephone. That's right. See, they got the hookup. You get that clear phone there. Right, you see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing there, Doug? You see what I'm doing? I'm a broadcaster. I'm not a live streamer. I'm a fucking broadcaster. Rebel Radio News Time is now 24 minutes past the hour. Channel 7 on your side is tracking the increase in drone sightings near New York City airports. And again, 7 on your side reports.
Tonight, a closer look at the growing danger of drones flying near commercial jets at airports in our area. The tri-state has one of the most complicated airspaces in the country, and the increasing number of drones is making it far more difficult for pilots. 7 on your side has been tracking the number of drones spotted in restricted airspace, and the FAA says it's not only illegal, it's unsafe for those in the air and on the ground. Investigative reporter Dan Krauth joins us now with much more on what he found. Dan.
Liz, 100 times a month. That's how often drone sightings are reported at airports across the country. We analyzed the data to find out how often it's happening in the tri-state. What we found surprised the man who used to be in charge of New York City's airspace.
A commercial pilot reported hitting one last month while descending at JFK Airport.
You said you collided?
Yep, it hit us right above the cockpit.
And a few weeks ago, a near miss near Newark.
We almost hit a drone right there about 100 feet below us.
Drones flying in restricted airspace near local airports is happening more than you might think. Since 2024, we found there have been close to 500 drone sightings near airports in the tri-state, including 49 at Newark, 79 at JFK, and 123 at LaGuardia. And those are just the ones that have been reported to the FAA.
Damn.
Taken off?
Nobody says that when they take off a drone.
Adam Kyle's a certified drone instructor.
You can have a severely adverse effect to aviation. You can take down an aircraft. You could cause serious harm to people.
You could take down an aircraft.
Serious accidents in general.
Not only are unauthorized drones not allowed near airports, they're not allowed to be flown above 400 feet.
That's right.
In most of the cases in the tri-state, they're being reported at altitudes much higher than that. An FAA report shows a drone spotted near Newark at 16,000 feet. It almost hit the left wing of an aircraft. Another report of one at LaGuardia at 2,400 feet. The plane descended to avoid the object.
Drones can see planes. Planes cannot see drones.
Drone spottings can lead to airports shutting down runways, causing flight delays. And a strike could lead to much worse.
Completely unsafe, complete violation of the rules.
The former VP of the FAA says it can be especially dangerous if a drone hits the nose or the engine of the plane.
Or
strikes a helicopter.
When you have all these drones operating close to the airport, it's really pushing that airport past the limits of safety and efficiency.
The FAA telling us, we want to send a clear message that operating drones around airplanes, helicopters, and airports is dangerous and illegal. Unauthorized operators are subject to stiff fines and criminal charges, including possible jail time.
They are taking enforcement much more seriously, and that can lead to steep civil penalties, fines, and potential legal recourse as well.
And as the technology advances, we'll only be seeing more of them fly to new heights in new places.
When they are spotted by pilots, air traffic controllers report them to local law enforcement, who then tries to locate the operator. Liz?
I could personally attest that the NYPD does have some resources that destroy cell phone networks for users like me whenever they need to track a drone. So the police do have ways to triangulate where a drone operator is, and they could find you within just a few feet. So please, let's fly our drones responsibly, because we don't want to get people hurt. And but yeah, come on, people, control your drones, people. They're going to end up banning them for everybody. So let's try to keep a good thing going. Anyway, Rebel Radio News Time is now 28 minutes past the hour. Sheepshead Bay Steve, good to see ya.
Yeah, you know what? You know why the cell phones are down? Mendami. Yeah, did you hear this? Mendami.
That's right. Let's read some more comments here on the Twitter. All right, Gabriel said, so it was you. Big Cat says, trash, 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 trash. Anyway, Tweet Tuber says, still not working. El Ilon del Mus del Ilion says, we've automatically get credit, or is that something we need to ask for? Yeah, like fucking Verizon. I had to ask for this shit. A lousy $8 fucking. You know who I blame? Mendami. Anyway, Jeremy says, we lost a lot of our customers. A lot of our customers solved their problems with useless fucking tweets. With fucking useless Twitter app. Fucking worst customer service ever. You should get jail time if you take down a plane with a fucking drone. I agree. Dynasty says 500 a piece. Wouldn't that be nice? $500 to get my service back. Dynasty says she had 2 scheduled closing sale calls today that she had to miss. She does need a credit ASAP, and I think she deserves a credit there. TKO Legacy says literally had no service for like a half hour twice today. That's it? Enemy says, I might switch to Verizon. And there we go. We're actively keeping up here. And Mashable has the update at 10 o'clock Eastern time. The update is that there is no official update from T-Mobile. So we have that going on. Let me just see if Reuters updated anything here. And if you have your service back, let us know. Here's the map. The map affecting almost all the major cities in this country here. And let me see the thing here. Let's see here oh yeah, it's gone down. We're still at baseline. Let me update this. I think we're at a baseline of 40. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's way down now. Oh, still at 47 is the baseline there. 1,768 reports there as of 15 minutes ago. So there you have it. But let's see if we get some more wacky comments here on the Twitter. Shy the Aquarius says, I need a credit. And I agree, you need a credit there, Shy the Aquarius. But it was you, T-Mobile. It was fucking you. It was fucking you. Anyway, as we continue to careen through this show, we're monitoring the T-Mobile outage. Coming up next, you could see the Larry O'Brien Trophy at the Natural History Museum. So do you want to see the NFL trophy? You could see it. It is there, people. So we will talk about it. And yeah, all that and more on an exciting episode of Now in New York City Live. Another half hour live gone forever. Rebel Radio News Time is now 32 minutes past the hour. We're going to talk about seeing the Larry O'Brien Trophy at the Natural History Museum. But first, here's a message from New York City's OTB.
Please, Mr. Graziano, hold still.
Relax, Sylvia. You're doing makeup, not miracles.
Show. 3 chances to win. Show. Hey, Pierre.
You want the hairdryer?
Oh, let's give him a hat, Whitey. Or you can play a quinella.
Well, did I knock him out in Buffalo?
Oh, come on, fellas. We gotta look good for OTB.
Is this the beer commercial?
Strawberry?
For everyday excitement, nothing beats OTB.
Young people will never understand that commercial. That's why I play it. Anyway. Rebel Radio news time is now 33 minutes past the hour. The NBA's Larry O'Brien Trophy is now on display at New York City's American Museum of Natural History. CBS 2 reported on it.
You can now catch a glimpse of the NBA's Larry O'Brien Trophy on display at the American Museum of Natural History. The iconic championship trophy, crafted from sterling silver and gold vermeil by Tiffany's, weighs about 30 pounds and depicts a regulation basketball going into the net. It's part of a special exhibition called For the Win, featuring championship rings, medals, and trophies.
The highlight of the summer in sports was the NBA championship of the New York Knicks, their first in 53 years, something that really brought the city together, energized the city. And so it's wonderful to be able to offer this to New Yorkers.
And you've got some time, basketball fans, if you want to go see the trophy. The display runs through January 3rd.
Yeah, so you hear that? You got the rest of the year to go see the trophy, people. You could have saw it for free at Tiffany's for like a week or something like that, but at least it's there, right? Rebel Radio News Time is now 34 minutes past the hour. Yes, the NBA trophies at the American Natural History Museum. Medals and trophies, it's what science is for. K. Pepper L, good to see you. Oh my goodness, look at this. We're quickly like running down the show here. This is fantastic. Do you have your T-Mobile service back? Let us know if you have your T-Mobile service back. We are monitoring the T-Mobile outage here. And from the reports here, it seems like it is coming back as of 10 o'clock Eastern time, which is great news. Which it is a great news. And we'll catch up with some community posts as well. So we got some community posts, a couple more stories, and more all coming up on this final half hour of Now in New York City Live. If you're new to the broadcast, let us know where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. 171 likes. Let's go with 139 people still being entertained. I hope you guys are enjoying the show, and I'm glad you guys are here. As we continue to careen along through the power of the internet, I hope you have hope you're enjoying your colored teeny as you watch the sounds and pictures as they careen through the air through the power of the internet, or maybe T-Mobile service. There's our Empire State Building camera right now, 75 degrees here in New York. And we do have a Crazy Eddie commercial, but unfortunately it is not queued up for tonight. But we have a few different variants. I think I have 4 or 5 different variants of a Crazy Eddie commercial. So we got a few. We have a few. But they're not queued up tonight. And also Liborado Supermarket is not queued up tonight. But we do have queued up, of course, Ralph Williams Bayshore Chrysler Plymouth. That will be our final commercial for the night, for our final story of the night. I got a lot of commercials in the bin here, so I try to rotate them as much as I can because there's certain commercials I like more than others. And also I like to have, like the New York Telephone commercial, try to have commercials that are relevant to what's going on for the day. So if we're having cell phone problems, you better believe I'm going to be playing a New York Telephone or 9X commercial. The future that Ma Bell promised us. Yeah, you love Crazy Eddie commercials? Yeah, we got them. I got a few. I got 4 of them. Luna Park is closed, and it looks like the Parks Department is up on the boardwalk right now. All is quiet in Coney Island. It looks like they may be testing some lighting out in the art walls. There's something going on in the art walls right now. That is a private music venue as of late, featuring some great murals that unfortunately are being damaged or painted over. So, the final 24 minutes, 23 minutes of the show is now upon us. On this wacky weather night. We're probably going to do a lot more indoor live streaming on, tomorrow we're probably going to do another 10 o'clock show because I'll be getting my phone fixed tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I get to go to work. So we'll see what we could do and what kind of fun we could have in Manhattan on Wednesday and Thursday. Rebel Radio News Time is now 37 minutes past the hour. We're going to talk about a 118-year-old subway station getting a little bit of a refresh. But first, here is a message from Telly Savalas and the Players Club card.
I love the good life, the excitement, and I love VIP treatment, so you come here, take a look. This Players Club card saves you big at some of the finest resorts of the world. Atlantic City, Las Vegas, Reno, Lake Tahoe, the Caribbean. And there are no strings attached. You can stay in one hotel, see a show in another, and dine in still another. Like here at Resorts International in Atlantic City. Players Club makes saving money easy.
I kept track and we saved over $200 this weekend.
As a member of the Players Club, you can kiss those long registration and show lines goodbye.
We got right in on the VIP line and saved $30.
Why are they getting in first?
Players Club operators are waiting for your call, so give them a call, okay? Right now, you get free Players Club information. Oh, almost forgot. When you join, you'll get this travel wallet absolutely free. Listen to Telly. Call now.
Who loves you, baby? Telly Savalas and the Players Club card love you to death. And don't forget, you could get a free travel wallet, too. Rebel Radio News Time is now 39 minutes past the hour. A 118-year-old subway station gets a much-needed upgrade. Channel 4 WNBC reported on it.
After years of renovations, a 118-year-old subway station has a new look.
Finally.
And it's easier to get around. The Borough Hall 2, 3, 4, and 5 station has had its fair share of issues in the past.
The wall
News
came
4's
down.
Andrew Siff takes us inside for a closer look.
Look at this guy.
The final bits of renovation on a more than century-old station after years of construction work.
I think it's been going on for a very long time.
Brooklyn's Borough Hall Station opened in 1908. The ADA project here started in 2022, adding 3 new elevators with a $162 million price tag. And if that sounds expensive...
Folks will remember the ceiling over the train
it fell.
Collapsed a few
I remember
years back
that.
in 2018.
An update to some breaking news in Brooklyn where
I live
of the
streamed
ceiling
that.
collapsed inside the Borough Hall subway station.
We had to redo the whole structure of what's underneath us. And that, while we're still trying to run trains, was a pretty arduous exercise.
And that ceiling damage led to another problem in heavy rains.
Like a waterfall coming down in this station. And the news reported that for a month.
3 years later, this station, one of Brooklyn's busiest, is renovated. New lighting, new tile, and new ways for the elderly or disabled to reach the platform.
Nice elevator. It works well.
And that's what I'm celebrating here today. The fact that nobody gets left behind ever.
The MTA says this is the 8th station to get full accessibility this year. They're racing against time to build as many elevators as possible.
Yes, they
before
are.
They have to go back to Albany and Washington to fund the
And
next
beg
batch
for more
of
money.
projects. In Brooklyn, Andrew Siff, News 4 New York.
The problems with a really old network like we have here in New York City is that, it all predates ADA and all that stuff. Chambers Street on the J and Z trains is finally getting an update very soon. And recently, Deborah, the F train at York Street was already updated. It's actually been cleaned up a bit. But for the York Street F train station, they are looking at trying to add an elevator because it's one of the deepest stations with a single entrance and exit that goes in a really long corridor. So they are looking into trying to upgrade that station with an elevator. But Chambers Street, that is going to begin renovation very soon. But it's nice to see that a project that started back in 2022 finally getting completed, and the more subway stations that have full access with elevators is more than welcome. And it's nice to see the MTA putting our money in visible places. But efficiency is everything, people. So let's get the job done. Rebel Radio News Time is now 42 minutes past the hour. And now coming up next, our animal stories of the night. Then after that, your community posts. Coming up next, Seaford, New York residents are coping with a massive rat infestation. Yes, rats are taking over Seaford, New York. That's coming up in about 2 minutes. Yeah. I wouldn't blame Mendami for that one either. It's the MTA, so it's the state. That's the state of New York, pretty much so. Interagency bullshit is like, you know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the F train, like I just mentioned. Yeah, I know animal stories where animals do not get hurt. But yeah, we have people in Seaford, New York, are coping with a rat infestation. So that's coming up next. People in the whole town are dealing with a rat infestation. But imagine having to work down there with the people every day. Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy there, Jersey Devil. But Douglas Fatiglia, good to see you. But yeah, we have two very sensitive stories if you're very sensitive to animal stories. Seaford, New York is coping with a massive rat infestation. And then what I think is a happy story, but again, I know these animal stories are very delicate for some people. An endangered sea turtle named Pancake was returned to the ocean right here in Coney Island a couple of days ago. So a kind of a scary story when it comes to rats taking over a city, and then a happy story of a sea turtle being returned to the wild. Whenever I do an animal story, I make sure that no animals are harmed or killed. But I know for some people, these are very sensitive topics. So you may want to tune out for the rest of the show. But anyway, mutant rats running amok in Seaford, New York. That's coming up next. It should be a fun one. It should be a fun story. And then after that, your community posts. And then after that, I have officially ran out of bullshit to talk about. I hope you got your T-Mobile service back. We're monitoring that as well. Rebel Radio News Time is now 44 minutes past the hour. We're going to talk about a massive rat infestation in Seaford, New York. But first, here's a message from Cookie's Steak Pub.
Hello, I'm Cookie. At our shrimp soup and salad bar, we give you so much shrimp.
You've got to eat it to believe it.
Okay.
Cookies interrupts this commercial for an important announcement. Now save $2.75 on Cookies sirloin steak dinner. Only $10.50 for a fresh-cut, juicy sirloin, our fabulous shrimp soup and salad bar, and unlimited ice cream and dessert bar. Yes, only $10.50 for a steak dinner at Cookies. We now return you to Cookie and Sunny.
You got to eat it to believe it.
That's right, Cookie. Aloha, Douglas Fatiglia. Aloha, mahalo. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody, people. Rebel Radio News Time is now 45 minutes past the hour. Seaford, New York residents are coping with a massive rat infestation. CBS 2 reported on it.
Staying on the island where some unwelcome visitors are showing up in backyards, residents in one Seaford community say rats are ruining their summer.
So cute.
Carolyn Gussoff reached out to the Nassau Health Department to see what could be done about it.
Cute.
Beautiful backyards, but Seaford neighbors say they've been taken over.
It's horrible. We can't come out at night. Now we can't come out in the day.
Maria Jeremy says even lounging by the pool is ruined by rats every day.
Every day. Every day we catch them.
Aww.
Big rats seen scurrying across backyards night and day, their numbers exploding. An infestation in the Adrian Lane, Allen Drive area that began last summer has multiplied. 25 rats trapped and killed in just the last week.
It's absolutely disgusting. I don't know how we can stop it.
Residents who have spent thousands on exterminators are now at their wits' end.
They eat through the fence. We have to buy garbage pails all the time because they eat through the garbage pails. We take care of our property. We don't have bird feeders.
We need an overall help, meaning a management of this area here to find where the nest is.
The Nassau County Health Department dispatched a team of sanitarians Monday to inspect and try to identify the source and advise residents how to eliminate food, water, and shelter.
Right, they're cute.
The department says it will conduct follow-up inspections. But until anyone can locate and destroy the colony's nest, some here won't let children play in the backyard.
We don't get to enjoy our backyard because of this. It really makes living here not worth it.
Residents say the cost is not the issue. They'll chip in to remove the nest if the health department can locate it. The cost of living like this is too high. In Seaford, Long Island, Carolyn Gussoff, CBS News, New York.
That's right, Paul. We need the Pied Piper to come on in and whistle them all out with the flute and get them all out there. But rats are a part of the zodiac symbol, so, we should, the Chinese zodiac there, so, we should honor the rats. There are even places in India that honor the rats because they're a deity. So hopefully we could fix it out. But I have my own personal, thesis behind this. I think that the weird layout of suburban lots creates these weird gray zones where there's really no accountability, whether it be from the city or the state or the property lines of the private properties where people get into. And that's where probably the nest is. It's probably in some kind of weird little area where, the property lines end and nobody really owns it because it's surrounded by private homes. So I think cul-de-sacs are the problem with this one. And for the people of Seaford, New York, good luck with dealing with the rats. But maybe you should bring over some peregrine falcons or some red-tailed hawks, and they'll clean it right up. Rebel Radio News Time is now 48 minutes past the hour. Remember when you were young living in Elmont, there were rats everywhere. I mean, yeah, William. Good to see you, William Moser. It's just one of those things, It's just one of those things that if you can't get in there, it's like they're just going to do their thing. And, who was there first? The rats. Anyway, the rats live off of us. It's fine, people. And don't rats eat like insects or something like that? Don't they? I don't know. Anyway, good to see everybody. Welcome on in. Yeah, get a cat. Problem solved. But I don't like cats. It's a great musical. Maybe you should get one. Right, exactly, Jay. God forbid you think with logic with these things. Anyway, our final story, our final animal story of the night and final story of the night is now upon us. A flood would have wiped out the rats. It's true. A good flood. Yeah, hopefully those rats stay away from the night walkers. You gotta keep those night walkers out of there, right? Gotta keep those night walkers out of there. No good. I know, you ever see a king rat? They're beautiful, man. Them things are big. Do you get your T-Mobile service back? I hope you got your T-Mobile service back. Is that really the last post we got here? Oh, yeah, look at that. There we go. We got the last post. Oh, I got to unpin this. Oh, I can't unpin it because of that. All right, we got some great screenshots coming up for our community post as well. That's coming up at the end of the show. But rats don't die. They multiply. That's right. The rats will outlive us all, people. I know Samaritans brought in to avoid the I used to live at sanitarium. I told you, I told them sanitation, sanitarium. Told you to say you work in a sanitarium. Anyway. Hopefully the sanitation guys can figure out shit and be like, hey, it's your property line. Anyway. Thanks for sending a happy poop for 10 joules. Much, much, much appreciated. All right, time to laugh, everybody. Rebel Radio News Time is now 51 minutes past the hour. We'll get to our final story of the night of Pancake the Turtle. But first, here's a message from Ralph Williams, Bayshore Chrysler, Plymouth.
Yes, you've seen it in magazines, you've read it in the newspapers. In fact, perhaps you've even seen the owner's picture. Ralph Williams, the owner of Bayshore Chrysler, Plymouth, 345 El Camino Real in the city of San Bruno. You notice the big bald-headed son of a bitch? The man that came to San Francisco to offer them more for the dollar they spend. The man that came to San Francisco to rape each and every citizen in the whole San Francisco Bay Area. You don't believe it? Listen to me. I don't lie. Take a fucking car like this. A 1966 Ford, a Country Squire 9-passenger station wagon. Don't worry about the equipment. Imagine all the fun you can have in the back. And while you're doing it, imagine all the money that bald-headed prick Ralph Williams is going to be making on the car he's trying to fuck you out of. Yes, the man that'll take every dime out of the San Francisco Bay Area and spend it on prostitutes, booze, and of course crap tables in the city of Las Vegas. I'm sure you've heard about it. So remember this. If you'd like to get fucked and hooked real hard before you buy a car, come down here. Let Ralph Williams do it. Why not? Why not somebody else? Remember, our address is 345 El Camino Real in the city of San Bruno. But If you come from Marin County, East Bay Area, or San Jose, your money spends just as well as anybody else's. And when this bald-headed son of a bitch gets hold of you, you will spend money. Talking about payments, 5 years payments of $100 a month. You can't get even. So shop before you buy. Bayshore, Chrysler Plymouth.
Dogs not included. And there were 2 dogs on that hood. 2 beautiful German Shepherds that could probably gouge your eyes out. 2 beautiful animals. Am I right, people? Anyway, final story of the night. Rebel Radio News Time is now 52 minutes past the hour. An endangered sea turtle named Pancake returns to the ocean right here in Coney Island. News 12 Brooklyn reported.
Just a few minutes, everyone on the beach waited.
Pancake,
not for a concert or fireworks, but for Pancake, an 11-pound endangered sea turtle taking its first swim back into the wild after months of recovery.
But that doesn't happen without the help of the volunteers, being able to provide care, get medications.
Pancake's journey didn't start here in Brooklyn. It began hundreds of miles away on a Massachusetts beach last fall, when the young sea turtle was found cold stunned after temperatures dropped.
So it can be, pretty dangerous if they are in an area that's too cold for them.
Once Pancake was rescued, there was still a long journey ahead before arriving at the Atlantic Marine Conservation Society's Sea Turtle Care Facility for months of rehabilitation.
We collectively work together, pull our resources together, that we can do things like this that represent the preservation of our ecosystems.
And while today was about one special turtle, Pancake, New Yorkers realized these waters right behind me are home to more wildlife. Conservation groups say protecting our coastline helps protect the animals that depend on it.
It starts with the public being able to say, hey, I see something here, and they say something about it, and they call, and then that animal was recovered.
For Pancake, today marked the start of a second chance. And for the people who help make it happen, it's a reminder that one phone call can help save a life.
That's right.
In Coney Island, Estefania Salinas, News 12, Brooklyn.
Well, thank you so much to News 12 Brooklyn for bringing that very important story. And I want to just thank whoever coordinated that whole response to save Pancake from Massachusetts all the way down here to Coney Island. I want to thank all of you for keeping Pancake nice and safe. They got a little tracker on Pancake, so we're going to see Pancake travel the world, hopefully. And safe journey, Pancake. Safe journey. May you grow nice and old and outlive us all. Rebel Radio News Time is now 55 minutes past the hour. But good to see everyone. Viewfinder TV New York, welcome on in. And I wanted some pancakes too. Hey, it's community post time. Did you post anything to our community page? We're going to catch up from the last couple of days and see some community posts. So, yeah, good to see you. You needed that story. It was a nice story, right, Fawn? News. But if you got your T-Mobile service back, that's good news. Let's get a final check here on our T-Mobile story here. The reason why we have been here now for the last couple of hours, and yes, the update at 10 o'clock Eastern Time is that there is no updates. Just checking T-Mobile's official Twitter, and yes, no updates. No update from T-Mobile there, so there you have it. No updates from T-Mobile. So let's go for our community posts. Yes, indeed. Okay, let me re-rack this one last time, and then we're gonna get on to. Let's do it. Oh, did I just get a text? Did I just get a text on my phone I don't use? Look at that. Anyway. Oh no, I still got service. Okay. There went a bird. There you go. Yes, birds. They're real here in New York. You call your pup baby Waffles Pancake. Nice, Jersey Devil. Pancake with some chorizo or some sausages. How about all of it, people? How about all of it? Let's do it, people. It's time for your community posts, the most interactive part of the show. Let's see what you guys are talking about on our posts. We have screenshots from the couple of nights ago. That was a couple of nights ago. There's perfectly candid screenshots here. Beautiful city view there. And there's the really cool stained glass window from the other night. There's the guy looking at the cell phone because it is a new one. I'll see you later there, QQJ. Thank you so much for tuning on in. I appreciate you, man. Have a great one down there in Southern California. But thank you so much there, perfectly candid, with the screenshots. Fawn Marie helping a monarch butterfly. Onward, people. Plant those milkweed to support our beautiful butterflies. Look at that beautiful butterfly there. Monarch butterfly there. Those are cool. Fawn Marie, thanks for saving those monarch butterflies. Are going to save all of us, I'm telling you. Perfectly candid. Got some more screenshots here from the other night. We had that sunset there. That was pretty cool. And there's our walk over the very crowded Brooklyn Bridge and the newly restored Titanic Memorial. Thank you so much. They're perfectly candid. Norman Blake storming the stage with Maggie McMuffin there during the burlesque at Coney Island Saturday night. So the great sideshow cat there, everybody. Thank you so much, Norm, for sharing sideshow cat there. And there's the Mermaid Parade winners. Those are all the winners of this year's Mermaid Parade. Congratulations to all the winners of the parade, and thank you so much, Norm, for sending over these pictures on the community page. It's much appreciated. Viewfinder TV had a great time filming a very special event in Lyndhurst with New York City Vibes Photography yesterday. Out there on Sunday there, the Copaig and Lyndhurst Fire Department's Junior Firefighter Kids won the 2026 State Juniors Drill Championships there. Awesome. Congratulations. And the drill team is now the 2026 state champions there. And there are the photos. So everybody check out. Wow, it was a cool parade there. Look at that. Everybody's out. They got the awards. Look at those cool trucks. Those are some cool trucks. And look at all those awards. Everybody check out Viewfinder TV Viewfinder NY_TV and NYC Vibes Photography for more pictures and videos on their respective YouTube channels. Thank you so much, guys. Sally Skipico got some more screenshots here from the other night. That's Washington Square Park there. And then we're walking down 5th Avenue, and there's 34th Street, and there's Washington Square Park. There is Rockefeller Center and 5th Avenue. And then this is where we went inside and saw those Sesame Street statues as we walked around the city the last couple of days. And there's that incredible exposed facade in front of Macy's. And there's some statues and a very warm atrium. Thank you so much, Sally, for all of the screenshots. We got to get through these. Top of the hour, it's 11 o'clock. I hope you got your cell phone service back. There's Rockefeller again as we wandered around. And then we got some nighttime screenshots downtown when we went around Lower Manhattan from Midtown. Coming near the end of the stream here, it looks like. That's the very beginning of the stream right there. There's some work from Days. And there's those awesome statues. But there you go. There's the Fritz Cohen Sphere. The walking down West Broadway into Varick. And thank you so much, Sally Skipico, for all the screenshots. And yeah, man with a van there. Call Alex, guys. Call Alex. Oh, there's me in Japanese Madonna's live stream. Thank you, Nina, for catching my big belly on her stream. And I just realized it's reversed. So I passed on the other side. Okay. And there you go. There's Deb. Deb sent us some screenshots. There's a waiver tree and that cool clock. And there's the very crowded Brooklyn Bridge freaking me the fuck out. I appreciate these screenshots, Deb. Thank you so much to Bailey. And then we got Michelle King sending us some photos from the sunset there. We did catch a beautiful sunset. There's Liberty enlightening the world right there. Beautiful view. There's some more screenshots from Sally Skipico. That crowded bridge drove me nuts. But we did it. We survived it. There's Pier 17 where we're hearing that band play. That was pretty cool. Thank you so much for the screenshots there, Sally Skipico. There's the municipal building. That kid totally threw off my spiel about the building, but, you know, it is what it is. There's the song, Merciful Fate, from last Friday. Our Fireworks Friday. Merciful Fate's King Diamond there. Sweet Melissa. Thank you so much there, Mr. Metalhead, for sending us this screenshot of the album there. We rode the Phoenix Friday night, if you missed our fireworks coverage. We rode it with Mrs. Metalhead Warrior. And it looked great. So thank you so much there, Sally. And of course, we had some great fireworks last Friday night. Beautiful fireworks show. We haven't done this show in a couple of days here, so thanks for coming on back with our extended show here. But great fireworks, great ride on the Coney Island Phoenix. And yeah, I'm pointing at the moon, people. I'm pointing at the moon, people. Moon people. Moon people. There it is. Some more screenshots here. Thank you so much, Sally Skipico. Beautiful nighttime views out there in Coney. It's always fun riding the roller coaster on a live stream. It's our closing shots there. There it is. Oh, we got some more. We got some more. We got a lot here. We're running out of time here. Okay, there we go. Some more screenshots. Thank you so much, Sally. And look at this. Lorraine Raymond had a late lunch. She stopped by McGuire's Irish Restaurant a couple of days ago in Destin, Florida. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Or your look at that. That's a great bar. At McGuire's. And I was in Destin, Florida back in the 90s. That looks delicious. I hope you enjoyed that there, Lorraine. Thank you so much for sharing that. Norma Maloring sharing some pictures. Debating on whether or not to share this, but there's nothing wrong with cat pictures. There you go. Your eldest cat, Courage, named after Courage the Cowardly Dog, crossed the Rainbow Bridge last Tuesday. He was a good boy, and he's been giving Gigi extra love, and Uncle Autumn misses you dearly. Oh, my deepest condolences there, Autumn. My deepest condolences. And then we had our crazy bike ride stream the other day. I fell asleep after that. And then here's some screenshots from the Earth Cam from a Viewfinder New York _TV. Found another beautiful beach in Destin, Florida. Look at that. That's nice. Look at that. Lorraine, I hope you had a great beach day. Trisha had some tacos and some arepas at Caracas on 106th Street and the Rockaways. That's right by the NYC ferry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then there we go. There's Lenny's. Trisha passed Lenny's. And then Lorraine had some sushi. Oh my goodness, people. We're catching up with all the pictures here. So we're not done yet. Wait, hold on. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. We're not done yet, people. We have more screenshots to get through. So we cannot play our closing music just yet. We have some more pictures, people. But there it is. Boyfriend got up early before the rain, took some beautiful beach pictures there. And then you also have some sushi there, which is always delicious. And there's the actual Lenny's there on Cross Bay Boulevard. Thank you so much, Trish. Seeing the Lenny's is still there, celebrating 50 years, people. Celebrating 50 years. And there it is. Beautiful views of Destin, Florida. And then now we've caught up the Blue Herring in Golden Gate Park, courtesy of Rick Wolf. So there you go. There you go. Did we catch up? Did I catch up with everybody? Did I catch up with everybody? Let me go back to the top. We got a lot of community posts to catch up with. I appreciate everybody for indulging me for the last 2.5 hours. It was certainly a lot of fun. Thank you so much for all the screenshots. Nah, it's not 10 o'clock, Mrs. Babbage. Anyway. Did we have fun? I hope we had fun. RJ's been saying goodbye for the last 15 minutes. Great photos. Great memories. I hope you got your T-Mobile service back. And now I'm officially out of bullshit to talk about. Thank you so much for hanging on out with me. We should be doing a 10 o'clock show tomorrow night, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to do a live stream tomorrow afternoon due to the rain and also due to the fact that I got to repair my phone tomorrow. But we have a lot of people who sponsored tonight's show, and I really do appreciate that. Like Diana Lee with a big 20-pound super chat. It's Reality with a big 20-pound super chat. Fawn Marie gifting a membership to Danette and Anthony. Thank you so much, Fawn Marie, for gifting a membership. And Jan Bass with a big $20 super chat. Let's go! I appreciate it. And now we can say goodbye. I hope you guys had a great night. I hope you guys got your T-Mobile service back. And you're more than welcome, Frank. You're more than welcome. I appreciate those kind words. And yes, we'll hopefully do this nonsense tomorrow. And we'll just keep on keeping on. Am I right, people? That's all we could do. But I want you guys to make it a great... And by the way, thank you to everyone who sent the jewels, by the way, too. To Perfectly Candid and whoever else sent me jewels. I appreciate you guys for sending me all the jewels. And we'll do this again as soon as possible. I hope you got your T-Mobile service back. And now I'm officially out of bullshit to talk about. So thank you. Are you new to this nonsense? Make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Moz Family Networks here on YouTube and Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. All same name, at Dutch Moz. But from the internet to you, and especially you in the back who did not hit the like button, this all for this time. This is Dutch Moz signing off. Make it a fabulous day living in a simulation, whether you think you're living in a simulation or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish those beautiful moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. K Pepper L, thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you so much for the jewels and the flower. Put a flower in your head, all right, guys? Have a good night, guys. Good night, Mrs. Calabash. Bye, bye, bye-bye, everybody. Bye. Coming up next, Dead or Alive. Wanted, Dead or Alive, already in progress.